Swadikap. So, welcome back to Chulalongkorn University Open House for the International Program for the undergrads. All right, my name is Ode Chanukrit Chenkalaya, or you can call me Ode for short, and I will be your moderator for today. So, this afternoon sessions will be another exciting session for you this afternoon. We have seen a lot of interesting program, but this afternoon we'll see more and more interesting programs. So let me start off with the first one, which is from Faculty of Psychologies, and then we have the psychological science, and then we have School of Integrated Innovation, Chulalongkorn, which is BASI, following by Bstack and also BBTech. Then, if you're interested in architecture, we have INDA and COMDI programs waiting for you, and you also want to find out some more about Faculty of Engineering. We have loads of international program waiting for you, and also the Faculty of Engineering. And last but not least, our two programs from Faculty of Engineering and Faculty of Medicines. All right, and these are our overview for this afternoon session. So welcome back. And if some of you pretty much just come here and you want to find out about Chulalongkorn University, let me tell a little bit about brief history of Chulalongkorn University. Chulalongkorn University, or you can call it in short, or everyone knows as in Chula for short, is the first institution of higher learning, and it has dedicated itself to being the center of academic learning and professional excellence. Here at Chulalongkorn, we have been a pillar of education for Thailand for over 104 years and is still going strong. It has grown into a highly recognized international university that attracts the international students from all over the world. If you're coming in to look at this or check out this open house, you're coming to the right place, because we offer more than over 100 international programs for you across 27 units from 20 faculties, 3 schools, and then we have 3 colleges and 1 institute. I'm very sure that you will find at least one of the programs is just right and fit for you. All right, so now let me start off with our first program. Are you ready? So if you're ready, let's go ahead and jump right into our first program, which is the BA in Psychological Science. And here with us today, she's called in from Miss Shotika. She's a second-year student, and she's going to talk about this wonderful program. So take it away, Kun Shotika.
Hi, Ka. Okay. Hi, everyone. I'm a representative from JIPP program, and I'm here to give you guys some important information about JIP. So let's get started. Okay. Okay, let me introduce myself first. My name is C. I'm a JIP student in 11th cohort, and now I'm studying in second year. I graduated high school from Samsen Vidyalaya School in Thai program. This is just to say that Thai students in Thai program can be a member of JIP too. So do your best, and here is my contact. So some of you guys might be wondering, what is JIP, right? JIP or JIPP is an abbreviation word from Joint International Psychology Program. We call it joint because our program was established under the cooperation between Faculty of Psychology, Chulalongkorn University, and the School of Psychology from the University of Queensland in Australia. So next question you might come up is, what is attractive in JIP and what makes JIP special? So there are mainly three things that JIP stand out from other programs. Firstly, JIP provides you a double degree opportunity. You would get 2 diplomas after you finish 4 years studying in JIP program. One is from Chulalongkorn University and the other one is from UQ. Secondly, you will get a chance to study neuroscience psychology in UQ, which is a new branch of science studying about nervous system. Neuroscience psychology is still not available in Thai, so this is a great chance for you to know more in these branches. And thirdly, you will get an opportunity to exchange to UQ in Australia for 1.5 years. This one is the most striking point of our program, so don't miss out. Okay, after you know the names and our standing point, I'm going to talk with you guys about our program. What we will learn during a 4-year period. In freshman year, semester 1, we will learn all courses in Chulalongkorn University, Thailand. You will have introductory courses in each psychology branch. For example, social psychology, counseling psychology, development psychology. You have to register essential English course too. This course will practice you to know more about psychological words. And for the second semester, we will have biology lab and lecture classes. The content we will learn is cover what we have studied for 3 years in high school. So it quite tense biology course. Since we have to recap all content within one semester, another subject we'll learn is the introduction to research methodology. You know how to do research and introduction to cognition, social psychology, essential English for psychology part 2, and one Janet courses are the other subjects you will need to learn in semester 2. As you can see, our program provides a foundation of psychology in year 1. So no worries for anyone who hasn't learned psychology courses before. We will start together in year 1. In year 2, the content is deeper in psychology fields like social cognition or IO psychology. You will also learn an introduction to biopsychology, studying how psychology related to biology. This subject applies your biology knowledge from year 1 semester 2, if you remembered. And we will have cross-cultural management subject to help you get ready for exchange to Australia. This one is required subject from UQ that JIP students have to learn before year 3. And yes, as you can see, we also have academic report writing courses and one Janet. And for semester 2, JIP student will learn more in more detail in each branch of psychology, knowing how to apply what we have learned in previous semester in a practical way. Okay, now here we come to the third year. In this year, JIP students will exchange to University of Queensland in Australia. The mandatory courses are much lower compared to when we study in Chula, right? However, I heard from seniors that we'll have quite a workload too. So psychology is not as easy as you think. The elective course will be based on UQ, and this allows you to study deeper in the branch of psychology you choose. Okay, for the last year, year 4, we are still at UQ in semester 1, then graduated from UQ after the end of the semester. Then we come back to Chula, Thailand, learn some courses that will guide you about what you will do in working life in the near future. Before you graduated from Chula, you have to go through individual study and senior project. After you finish all subjects, then congratulations, you graduated. Now we will talk about tuition fees. In Chula, there are 2 payment sections for program fee and university fee. The program fee will be the same for Thai and non-Thai citizen, which is 70,000 Thai baht. University tuition fee and total tuition fee are different between citizens, as you can see on the slide. While you're studying at UQ, you have to pay tuition fee around 17,000 Australia dollar or around 450,000 Thai baht approximately. And what I want to notify you is you have to pay your tuition fee while you're studying at UQ too. So Thai citizens have to pay 26,500 Thai baht while studying at UQ, and non-Thai citizens have to pay 82,700 Thai baht for CU tuition fee. Okay. The tuition fee of JIP is quite high, right? So I have a good news for you. Now JIP has one scholarship for you called Good Admission Scholarship. For the top 6 applicants who have highest application score will get Chula and UQ tuition fee discounted by 50%. And this is applicable for both Thai and non-Thai citizens. So here is the tuition fee table of people who receive this scholarship. So anyone who interested, don't miss out. Okay, now let's talk about the methods to apply JIP. There are two tracks for you to apply to the JIP program. We call as track A or track B. For track A, you have to choose whether IB score or AP ranking. You must have 35 or higher IB score and 78 or higher rank for AP. However, not many people use this track, I would say. Most JIP applicants use track B. In this track, you have to submit two scores, aptitude test and English proficiency test. You use only new SAT score for aptitude test. The score will include only math, evidence-based reading, and writing, but not essay one. You should have at least 1,100 points for SAT score. For English proficiency test, you can choose only one of four choices here for application. Maybe CU AAT, IELTS, TOEFL, or CU TEP, as you see on the screen. And here there are two admission rounds in JIP program. Round one, we call it early admission. The admission period will start on December 13th to 23rd this year. The shortlist announcement date is on January 19th. Interview will hold on January 25th. Participant selection and TCAS confirmation are on the same day. Final confirmation will be on February 11th, and we recruit 75 applicants in the first round. For the second admission round, schedule will be announced later, and we will recruit 30 applicants on the second round. So this year, JIP enrolled up to 105 applicants. Okay, now here it comes to the admission criteria. Admission criteria consists of three things. We'll calculate your admission score by 50% from SAT, 25% from IELTS, and 25% from interview. So if you guys have high SAT, but you guys perform best on interview, you might not get accepted to JIPP. So do your best in every part. Okay, and if you need more information, you can reach out to our website here. Also, now JIP program has a Line official account. So if you have any question, you can ask our staff via Line too. QR code to our Line account will be on JIP website. And that's all for JIP presentation. Thank you for listening and wish all of you good luck on admission. For anyone who is interested in psychology, I would like to recommend you guys to join and be our member. For my 1.5 years of experience in JIP program, I have had a very great time here. Friends are so nice and professors are very welcoming. As I told you, since you will get double degree from our program, the courses are packed and you need to have a good time management. Some say JIP is hard. I agree with that to some extent, but I think everyone can overcome it. By the way, there will be the contact information for our program, and you can reach us both via our website or email listed later, dependent on your convenience.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Kun Chotika. So I'm just wondering, you say that part of the admission criteria is the interview, which is about 25%, right? Can
Yeah.
you share some tips or tricks in order to have a chance to make a good score on this part, please?
Yes, okay. I think like being sincere and straightforward is important things to have while interviewing. The main intention for a JIP admission interview is to confirm that you desire and you have passion on studying in psychology. Also, they want to make sure that you're affordable with the program's tuition fee since it's pretty expensive. So what you need to do is express your feelings, your intention to study in JIP, and be straightforward about your affordability. There is an essay reading in the interview section too. It's just to test your ability to process and digest information in short period of time. So the topic is related to psychology, but you don't need any basis to answer that question. And just that JIP interview is not that hard compared with other programs, I think.
Oh my goodness. When I listened to that, I was like, my heart's like beating so hard because you have some essay to read and then try to discuss with the interviewer. So it was a really good one. So thank you so much. And then tell us about the experience of the online learning during the COVID situation, please.
Okay, like right now we have since we COVID pandemic, right? And we have online class like for 1 year and a half already. But
Mm-hmm.
I think like I have a very good experience while studying online because like our professors they try to like comfort us very much. Like we might be stressful while
Mm-hmm.
studying online because we have to stay home all day, but
True.
yeah, our professors are from psychology, right?
Oh
And
yeah,
yeah, they
that's
know
right.
how to comfort, like how suggest us how to cope with like stress. And yeah, I feel so great. Like even I'm stressed with workload, but when professors like comfort me and I felt a lot better. Yeah.
Oh my goodness, wow. I wish I could be in your class, so too, because very good. Now, and what about something that our prospect student must do or must, when you're a Shula student? So once they become a Shula student, what are the things that they must do?
Mm. For me, I think like participating university's activity is one of the must-do things. Like
Mm-hmm.
joining university club that you interested is another one. Like for example, shooting club, and it's one way to help us make friends with people from other faculty as well. Yeah, I joined many activities, but like unfortunately because of COVID, I like many activity has like on hold, is on hold.
Yes, I know, but you know what? Very in a very short time, we'll come back and then enjoy our campus life very soon. And okay, and last one, what about the career path when you wanna, take into this road or this path? So can you tell us more about the career path?
So the direct job that after you graduated from psychology is HR or maybe IO psychologist. If
Mm-hmm.
you want to work as a counselor, a researcher, or a developmental psychologist, you need to graduate a master degree that specialize in that field, I would say, before you're able to work in those specific job. G program just provide you like a general idea in various psychology domain, like not specialized, but yeah, after you graduate, you can also work as an HR and yeah,
Very
in
good.
that field.
Yes, and one last word for you. It's like if someone's like hesitate, I'm not sure if want to go into this, G program or some other programs. How do you convince them?
I think like our program is we our program is about psychology, like, and in this year like psychology is kind of like more popular in these days, and we learn about humans mind. So I think it's kind of basic idea by basic knowledge that everyone should know. And after, well, when you learn with us, you might get some more information, know how to cope with other people more. Yeah, and that will help you like in work life in the future. And it worked for you to studying in gym. Yes, that's all.
Okay, well, thank you very much. And thank you so much, Kun Chotika Lapatanatrai. You're second year student and you're definitely very mature and, you give us some really insightful information. Thank you so much. Okay. All right, so everyone, now you learn about psychology and our international program, JIP, that we have offered. It's a dual things that you can go into the University of Queensland, also have some, this is a great opportunity for you. All right, coming up next, I would like to take you to the next program, international program, and this one is called BASAI, which is, the Bachelor Degree of Arts and Science in Integrated Innovations. So what is all about BASAI? Let's find out together with this video presentation. Please enjoy. such a truly international programs. Okay, so now we want to learn more about Basai's overview. What is like? What are we learning about this? Since this is a multidisciplinary program. So here with us today we have Dr. Varinya Shemnasiri, and she's gonna talk about this program. So, สวัสดีครับ
Swadika, thank you so much for the introduction. Hi everyone, this is my pleasure to be with you here today to give you the overview of the program Basai. So our program, I will start, taking you from the curriculum and then how Basai graduates would be, and then maybe give a little tricks about the admission and how you apply for our program, and then we end with the awards and scholarship. All right. So basically, our program BASI stands for Bachelor of Art and Science Integrated Innovation. So we focus on the 4 elements here: innovation, technology, sustainability, and entrepreneurship. So the degree that you will get at the end when you graduate is the Bachelor of Art and Science together, 1 degree. All right, this is pretty new, and then we are the first in Thailand to have this degree to offer you. So then the foundation that we focus, of course, although we offer all the foundational literacies to students, we focus very much on the ICT or the digital one, because this is the one that you need for sure to survive in the future. And then we also focus on the comb shape or Y-shape knowledge. It means that we want you guys to be well-rounded. We equip you with all the things that you need, and also focus on, some of the specialization of your interest. It can be just one or it can be a few. It depends on what you like. All right. And the specialization that we are, offering you in the program will be based on these 4 key, global issues. So ranging from aging society, sustainable development, smart city, and AI robotics. All right. And these 4 things can, of course, be changed in the future, let's say in 10 years when we have the new global trends. So this is here we came up with this structure of the program. So you see that we equip you with the 21st century skills in the beginning. So that is the foundation that everyone can take from the gen ed course, since the first semester. And then you get to study core technology and core business. So these 2 areas, you get to study 6 courses each, at the beginning until your 3rd year. And then among the 4 tracks that we have to offer you, from health and well-being, sustainable development, smart city, and AI robotics, you can pick any courses, among the 4 tracks. Depends on your interest. And then it's not like a fixed major, so you can pick any single courses, or, and a combination, or even more than 6 courses if you want. So you can get to explore the project, since the first semester, and decide on the topic that you would like, to go for, even for startup project or the consulting project or research project. It really depends on you. All right. And along the way, we offer you the internship experience and startup experience. This will be for every single semester. And also we offer the mandatory semester abroad program, which you guys can pick the university to go abroad and study overseas for 1 semester at least. So this could be, a great opportunity for every single student, especially with the partner that we have. For example, UC Berkeley, they offer us 20 seats for students to go to study in California each year. So you can, take a look on that. All right. And then just to give you a quick view of the curriculum, for the credits that you need. So the minimum required credit to graduate is 126 credits. So you get to study 30 credits for gen ed. You see, the 4 categories here, and the language one, and the one that you can take from Basai. And then the core courses, you can get to study 18 from the core tech and 18 for the core business. And then specialization here, at least, 18 credits. You can take more if you want. And then the project, 30 credits for every semester. Practice, this will be semester abroad and internship. And then free electives, it means that you can take any single courses that is offered in university for international program for 6 credits. Yeah, so this is really depends on your choices. And then a glimpse for the core courses, you see for the business, you get to study entrepreneurship management, finance, marketing, business modeling, digital operation management, and technology innovation management. So it's a complete package for the business courses. And then for the core technology, you get to study mathematics, basically calculus, linear algebra and stuff, and then computer programming. So this one you get to study Python. Yeah, and of course, for data structure algorithm and apply AI, you get to use Python and apply it to, to the application side too. So this would be really interesting for all the students. And then project every semester. And then, here are just the example of the specialization courses that you can take among the 4 year when you are with us. Yeah, so all of the courses you can find our website as well. And here the Gen Ed that we offer also, from Basai program, you can take in your first year. The 3 courses here are mandatory. So every Basai student will get to take it. And then among, the list here, there will be more, but, this one you can pick, at least one to take, right? And the practice that I mentioned earlier, and also the pre-elective courses, we actually collaborate with many international programs that offer you the course, that you would like to take. It's just like, the elective one is optional, but you can see that we also partner with many programs to offer you this as well. And then here is one of the most popular questions that we have received so far. So what, are the Basai graduates, what could it be? And then how would it look like? So I would say that we would like to, offer you all the foundation of the integrated innovation. So hopefully, maybe if you are on the technical side, you might want to really take the technology that you have learned to, create the innovation for the society, to create a positive impact. Yeah, this could be like the first option that you can do. Or if you would like to do more and work more in the business, perspective, you can utilize this innovation and create a business of your own. And then the other one that we also, really see, our graduate that many of our students would like to do this part. We would call it social transformer. It's like the global influencer that you can create the awareness and work more on the social side to create a positive impact to the society as well. So this would be like a new trend that everyone is, really pay attention. And of course, if you would like to study and pursue for the graduate degree, you can do so, depending on your interest, if you would like to dig deeper into one specific area. So this is like a big overview that, we have for our graduate, from Basai. And then just to give you a little bit more specific for the picture of the career opportunity, you will see that Basai program provides you both technology and business foundation, right? So with this knowledge, for the technology, of course, one of the skills that you will get for sure is the data analytics. So with this, two foundation, the default career that all of the Basai students can do can be the corporate business analyst. So you can work in the consulting firm, business consulting firm for sure, right? Because you know how to analyze the data and you have all the business foundation. And also because we offer you and equip you with the 21st century skills, then with the specialization that you take, you can also expand this. Yeah, from just innovation department position in any other big corporate, you can expand this to specific industry. Yeah, to be the innovation specialist. For example, if you work on the healthcare project and then you like to apply the innovative platform using your, AI, foundation and knowledge that you receive. So then you can actually work in the healthcare industry, but create some innovation project, based on the AI, foundation that you study in the program as well. And then, of course, the global influencer and entrepreneur could be the choice, that you would go for in your career in the future. All right. And then here comes, to the admission overview that I can, explain you a little bit on, what we have for you when you apply with us. So we have basically 2 rounds. Yeah, the 2 rounds that we have for sure is the early admission round. That is going to happen in December, pretty soon. coming. And then the admission round in March. So you see that the early admission round, we accept around 80 students, 80 seats. And then for admission is lower, we accept around 20. So the total seats that we are looking for would be 100. And we, of course, sometimes we accept a little bit more or less. It depends on the qualification of the applicants. And so for the special admission round in summer, it depends. But generally, we would keep, the 2 rounds here, early admission and the admission round. So you see that for early admission, we start from December, and then there will be selection, period, basically for the interview. I think for this year is the January 15 on Saturday. And then you will go over this interview in one day. And then if you get accepted, then you have to confirm the offer. And then, of course, the tuition fee deposit. For admission round, it's the same process, but just start in March, and then there will be the interview in April. All right. And then you have to, you have the confirmation period and deposit as well. So the requirement that you see here, pretty much, almost everything is the same like last year. We have the English proficiency test and also the mathematics test score that you have to submit. The minimum requirement, pretty much, for the English, you can submit SAT score, which is like 500. And then IELTS for 6.5. So these 2 scores are the score that we see most of the candidates submit these 2. You can also offer submit TOEFL and ACT or CUTEP. I know that this year, due to the COVID, probably it's difficult for you to find and and schedule the test. So we actually facilitate students, so you can actually register for CUTEP as well and CUAT for math. And then we can help with the, test scheduling for you. All right. And then here's just the stats from last year. You see that, we don't know how the score for this year will be. But if you want to be on the safe zone, I would say that for the math, it's, always safe if you, try to get at least 740. To submit, for this year. This is like the stats based on the applicant who got admitted, last year. And then for English, I think IELTS at 7 is fine, it is safe. And then for SAT, maybe like 570 would be a good score that you should, at least try to aim for. And then, you can apply to our program based on, this website. You can enter this for the online application platform. And then the evaluation criteria will be based on these 4 things. The English and math that I already mentioned. And then we have the aptitude test and interview. This will be conducted by the online interview this year. Like last year. So this is like 30%. And then we have the for e-portfolio, 20%. And this one, you can get a template in our website as well. So a little bit of the tricks, and technique for the portfolio, if you would like to, do well on it. So you can follow the template that you can download from the website. And then I would, recommend you to pay attention a lot on, this section for creativity and innovation idea. Basically, this is a section that allows you to be really creative and show it, through the innovation idea that you present to us. So let's say that if you pass to the interview round, then you guys will, the judge, the panelists will ask you specifically on this section for your idea. All right. So this one is something that you might want to pay attention. To do well in portfolio and also in the interview. Okay, and for the interview and aptitude test, basically you can see that we will assess you based on these 3 aspects. So the background that you have, is it fit with the Basai program? And then the aptitude test, these 3, area, we will ask you based on the section 11 in the portfolio, that I mentioned earlier. And then this, the last one would be the commitment, attitude, and maturity. Basically the character, if you would fit in the Basai program or not. So you get to introduce yourself roughly, very briefly, just less than 1 minute, at the beginning. And then the panelists will ask you, based on these 3, things, in your innovative idea, yeah, based on portfolio, and then we will assess you, based on the maybe additional question that we will try to ask you to see if you have any like character and mindset that is aligned with the program. All right, so basically the online interview would take maximum 13 minutes. Yeah, it's going to be very short, so you should be well prepared to sell yourself well, yeah, for this process. And then lastly, it would be good to explain you a little bit more about the opportunity that we give for you through the award and scholarship. All right. So we have what is called Basai Awards, and this is basically will be about 50% of the tuition fee. So we offer 15 awards, for each batch, each year, for every semester. So roughly this, the number can be changed based on the qualification, but roughly about 10 students, we give it based on the academic performance. So for the first semester would be based on the admission score, and then after that would be based on your GPA of each semester until third year, second semester, that it will be based on the GPAT, the accumulative one. All right, because you guys will be going for semester abroad. So, and then you finish your coursework already. So that's why after third year, second semester, it will be based on the accumulative one. And then 5 students for activity contribution to school special recognition. Yeah, so if you like to do extracurricular activity and participate in any competition and stuff like that, this will be a good opportunity for you to get the award as well. And then we also have the funding from industry and the school. So we have lots of partners. Selected student can, participate in the innovative project work with the partner. And then of course there will be the funding and the budget for you to work on. And sometimes it can cover your tuition fee, partially as well. And then for the school, we also offer the budget, maximum like 40K per year. That would be based on the proposal that you submit, for your project. All right. So I think this is pretty much a quick, informative overview for you for the program. And later on, you will get to hear from our student representative on how Basai student life would be. So I think that's it for me. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Dr. Varinya. That was a very insightful and informative information. I'm sure that if some of our prospect students want to follow all the guidelines that you have given us, they'll be like good to go. So thank you so much. Thank you. That's very useful. All right, coming up next, we're going to talk about our student life and our student experience from our 2 current students, Kun Pawaret Tewa Ha Sakun Thong, or Kun Khapun, and Kun Yanin Kasem Sin, or Kun Namtip. So please take it away.
All right, so many people would ask us if the program is difficult. So based on my opinion, I would say our program is challenging since we are required to study ranging from business to technologies and also some foundation of design. So it's a very challenging course, but if you have the passion to study in a lot of aspects that will be required in the 21st century, then this might be the faculty for you.
So rather than challenging, saying not difficult but challenging faculties, our faculties would also prefer us to learn about more soft skills rather than only learning about hard skills. So by learning soft skills and hard skills along together, it's going to help us improve our 21st century skills as our foundation of the faculties. Also, it would help encourage us with the atmosphere of intensive in Basai. We would always keeping develop ourselves to become more and more better persons and graders in each of our performance.
We also have a lot of project-based learning. Actually, it's almost in every subject. So we get to do projects with different people and different peers. So we get to learn many soft skills, for example, leadership and how to distribute work and many, many more. And I think that's a very special part of Basai.
So at first, in our first year, we would have only one chance to study with our peers, our friends and colleagues in the same level to do a project-based learning groups. But as of us here, we are now in second years, we are now working with 3 batches. First year, second year, and third year, we have collaborating and working and learning together so that it would be ensured that we can create one of the organizational communities and cultures so that we could bring out our 100% of potential soft skills that we could be.
Basai also offer a lot of internship opportunities, and also the professors are also pushing us towards doing external competitions. So we don't only earn our skills within the faculty, but we also learn hands-on experience and real-world experience when we are doing external competitions and startup projects as well.
During these 3 years of Basai, our students have gained more than 50 competitions awards from outside competitors. So it might be a better good start for us that we have been in a great start for Basai students, and our atmosphere has been encouraged students to do that So rather than awards and competitions, we also have internship opportunities and also exchange students. Talking about internships, our faculties have also already signed MOU with many companies, and also right now, for instance, we have an entrepreneurship class, and right now we are working on with projects many companies such as marketing project with Banpu companies, IT solutions with Sing, and many other more companies that we could collaborate and working together on our subjects. So it would be while working, but we're also studying in the same time.
So once again, Basai is a multidisciplinary program. So if you are into business and also technology and also some of design, this is a faculty for you. To know more about us, you can click the link here, and also maybe email us in the email provided for further questions you might have after this presentation.
So lastly, before we go, talking about a little bit more about internships, going abroad for an exchange students, our schools has been partnering with many abroad universities. For the most examples and maybe one of the most interesting universities for us to go, UC Berkeley, one of the topmost class universities available in the world. Our Basai faculty has already been partnered with them, and we already have 20 seats per year per students. 20 seats per year to go abroad there. So it would be roughly about 10 seats per semester for our students to go abroad. More than that, our faculties has already recommended 100% of students of each batch to go abroad. So please be sure that our faculties would do in every way they could to ensure that you could have experiences to going study abroad in the great universities.
Wow, how exciting. Very good. Thank you very much. Oh my goodness. So I can't wait to apply and then look into this program. So if you're interested, please go ahead and check it out, this wonderful program. And you perhaps might be one of them that could join, such a great opportunity for this Basai program. Thank you so much, Dr. Vrinya, Kun Pauret, and Kun Yanin for giving us some information about this. Thank you. ขอบคุณครับ All right. ขอบคุณครับ So moving on next, are you ready for bachelor degrees in science? And this time we're going to take you to the applied chemistry. Here with us we have Kun Konkanok and Kun Yosita. They are going to talk about the applied chemistry. So สวัสดีครับ
My name is Yosita Pailomwong or Miu. I currently am a year 3 student studying in a material chemistry major.
And my name is Kankanok Paramisri Kuntan or Porsche. I as well am a year 3 student majoring in the industrial chemistry and management major. And we're here as this year's Bstack ambassadors. And we're greatly honored to be your host of today's Bstack or Bachelor of Science in Applied Chemistry Chula Open House event.
And as all of you can see here, Chula University has been rewarded with numerous recognized achievements, as well as being the top 1 university in Thailand. Now, without further ado, we would like to welcome you to this year's Chula Open House event.
Now, Milka, now that we're in the Bstack department, what do you think you'll be able to pursue after graduating?
Well, Porch, actually, we have the option to either get a graduate job or pursue higher education, whether it be to continue our studies in the scientific field or other field as well. And today we'll be introducing you to our outstanding alumni with various career pathways and students with excellent scholarships as well. As you can see here, there are countless number of job opportunities you can take. These are the example of the fields that our alumni are currently working in.
Not only will you be able to work in the chemistry field, but in other fields such as business too.
Exactly. Or like I said, you can also choose to further your studies as well. A lot of our graduates decide to continue their studies in a variety of fields, not to mention that most of them are awarded scholarships as well.
Wow, there are quite a number of graduates who receive outstanding scholarships to further their education in both Thailand and abroad. I'm honestly so proud. I seriously have some big shoes to fill.
I know, so do I. Anyway, congratulations to all of our alumni's accomplishments.นะคะ.
This further proves that there are many options here at our BSAC program.
I definitely agree. I think that all of us here can't wait to find out more. Let's proceed with today's event.
Now that we've talked about our graduates, what about you, Camille? What do you want to further pursue when you grow up?
Well, that is actually a difficult question because BSAC offers you many excellent opportunities and knowledge of chemistry, which you could apply to various pursuits. For example, one could become a scientist, a company's consultant, or even a doctor, like how our graduates have done.
Indeed, Camille, of course, you can see this from last year graduate, Mr. Giripat Gunkaisi, or Pete Graker, graduating from the class of BSAC 12. Pete Graker was recently accepted into the Doctor of Medicine International program and is on his current way of pursuing a doctor's career. Didn't he study in your major, Camille?
Right, Porsche. He did major in material chemistry. To give you an overview, this major offers you a deeper, vast field of pure chemistry, which I reckon could greatly contribute to the medical field. This major is suitable for individuals like myself who desire to venture into the research and development field or are planning to study and advance further into a more specific field. My dream is to become a researcher who designs structures and chemical properties of various natural and synthetic materials for various applications. To clarify, this major will venture deeper into the applied material chemistry field. It provides a strong knowledge in both theoretical and practical aspects. We also have another outstanding individual who is Mr. Pasawat or Pile, who also graduated from our BSAC program and is currently a business development director of a well-known plant nutrition company, NAP+. I believe he studied in your major, right, Porsche?
Right, Camille. Pile did study in the Industrial Chemistry and Management major. This major ventures into both the scientific field, specifically chemistry, and industrial fields as well. And this is suitable for those who desire to become an owner or manager of a business that is related to chemistry. It is also considered a very unique and beneficial major that almost no other universities offer. With this, I'm also able to pursue my dream of becoming a businesswoman who owns her own chemistry-based company with the knowledge in both its financial and marketing aspects as well. And as you can see here, BSAC provides you countless opportunities with various excellent job opportunities, ranging from business to scientists and many more. So here, as we've already mentioned, the starting of us pursuing our dreams begins with selecting our majors. But don't you worry, because here at our BSAC program, we offer the choices during the second year of university. This will of course allow for you to venture deeper into various chemistry subjects such as organic and analytical chemistry subjects. And later then you'll be able to decide which major is suitable for you.
Besides the two majors we've already mentioned, there's actually more.
Right, Camille. So the next one is Environmental Chemistry major, which is considered a recently introduced major. And this major comprises a strong understanding in the environment and environmental problems as well in the fields of aquatic, marine, and soil chemistry. And this major is suitable for those who are interested in the treatment and management of chemicals according to the law or policies of different companies or businesses.
However, if you're still hesitant about the current majors being offered, BSAC has currently also opened up a new major for further path of job opportunities. Should we let them guess what the new major is?
Ooh, that should be fun. Now, our program has prepared you an overview or introduction video for our newly introduced major. Please take a look.
Imagine about your life. Dream of your future. We provide the knowledge. Because knowledge is key. Key to success. Success on your path. Develop your ability. Agility. Proficiency. You can test. You can try. You can learn. Before you start up. Keep on the right track. Focus on your success. Follow your passion.
That video was made by a chemistry program. The aesthetic is beyond stunning and artistic as well. And you were also in the video.
Well, don't talk about that. But did anyone see that coming? I mean, me neither. I'm so excited for this newest major, which is Cosmetic Chemistry and Entrepreneurship.
This major offers a strong field of chemistry knowledge in the beauty and cosmetic world, as well as information regarding business aspects of marketing communication, brand vision, and identity design of the company.
Wow, I'm almost jealous of those who are able to participate and study in this newest major. Wish we could go back to our major selection year 2 again.
Oh, I know, right? If this were to open sooner, I'm sure we would have both chosen this major.
100%.
Well, now, Porch, let's introduce the participants to more aspects of our program.
So during the third year of education, the program also offers the student an opportunity to participate with their classmates through the Interactive Science and Social Project, or SDGs. And the students have the option of choosing to either work on the project in Thailand, Indonesia, or Vietnam, depending on the context of their project.
Here, Chula University collaborates with Worcester Polytechnic Institute team from the United States to provide the students with various projects for further understandings of the industry, sustainability, and business, while allowing them to learn about empathy and the needs of the society in Thailand and ASEAN countries as well.
Yeah, well, with this international collaboration, the students are encouraged to adopt the scientific minds through participating in various techniques and methods used to complete the project, as well as collaborating with the sponsoring organization.
Indeed, Porch. This as well encourages the students to develop their social science skills. For instance, the students have to engage with one another and with other international students who comprise various cultural backgrounds.
Wow, this could definitely allow them to interact and understand the contrasting of the perspectives of different cultural contexts.
Very well. The students could as well gain new relationships with the new classmates.
Now, this project is also as well a response to UNDP, or Sustainable Development Goals, known as the SDGs. Now, the SDGs help us to provide a worldwide guidance for addressing the global challenges facing the international community. Certain projects are illustrated above.
Likewise, the following are the steps comprised in the ISSP process. Throughout the working processes, the students are prone to develop their skills regarding their thinking and analytical skills, as well as communication skills, from engaging with their team members.
With this experience, the students could definitely put into perspective of the real-life practical skills, which could potentially be beneficial for them in the future. This actually seems like a hands-on experience, like working in the real adult world.
Oh, for sure, Porch. This, as already mentioned, helps the student to develop their communication skills, allowing them to really engage with one another. Likewise, the students could definitely gain a stronger connection with one another for the time beyond the working process.
Yeah, definitely, Camille. I mean, I currently am working with those who I was not as close to before. Now, we're strongly bonded, and we even give each other advices outside the classroom as well.
So, as you can see, this project has a lot of things to offer for us, which we could use for other life aspects for the future. And from this, we would like to give heartfelt thanks to our special sponsor listed here. Hi.
Now, due to such a limited time of today's event, we're not able to show you all these fun videos regarding the ISP projects. So the videos help to provide us with such a detailed information, also regarding the perspectives of the students who participated in it as well. So please do take a look at our official website. For further convenience, we have provided you with both the QR codes for the website and the YouTube channel as well. As for the YouTube channel, it includes a whole playlist for you to browse through.
Another crucial project is being offered in the student's final year, which is the Applied Chemistry Project, known as ACP. The students are provided with an amazing opportunity for students' exchange program by working in laboratory and institutions abroad in various countries. For instance, the United States, United Kingdom, Japan, and many more for the whole semester.
Wow, well, the project also offers the students a hands-on experience in real-life situations, as the students are encouraged to work with other individuals outside of the comfort zones, especially in complete different countries.
Very well. This project definitely opens up many doors of opportunity for the Bstack students. So these students are actually receiving a world-class experience working internationally.
Whoa, so this means that they're also receiving a world-class connection in another country as well. That seems like a win. We're not only gaining new friendships outside the country, but connections as well. This could definitely be beneficial for the future.
Right. Enough from us. We will now let you dive deeper into the advisors and students' perspectives and explore the alumni's gains and benefits from this project. Please take a look.
If I could think of the soft skill, problem solving, collaboration with people, life management could be the word.
So I think we didn't teach them as much how to explore themselves, how to know what they want to do in the future, and think outside the box.
And what else? Cooking.
What I can describe about the ACP, first of all, is very interesting course. You have a chance to go to do the real research. You can have your own plan, your own schedule to do the research in that period of time, about 3 or 4 months. And for myself, I have go to United States and I learned a lot from there.
And we actually learned how to think out of the box a lot. We get to analyze a lot of things with people with different backgrounds. Like for me, for example, I get to work with PhD students, and they actually are synthesizing very new and novel products. That is like one in a lifetime opportunity. Because during like normal BSET class, or I'm sure any class in university, it's not just about you score something right. It's you really create something that has a meaning and it's under your name.
The most important thing is that they should be able to understand how the world works, solve the problems that they are facing. That's the important skill that all graduates, I think I would love them to have. If you don't believe us, let's call our students and talk to them now.
Hi. How are you?
We are doing really great here.
We are great, thank you. People here are friendly and very nice and helpful.
How is your project going?
Our lab, currently we are doing research about cytotoxicity and we have tried Western blot already, and it's great to learn many new things from people here.
And for my lab, I'm doing about the nanoparticles and the sensors and paraben.
I feel like I have the chance to experience the real world of how they are.
People here are working so hard, including Saturday, they're also working here, and we feel great. Thank you.
Okay, good. Keep up your good work.
Good luck and keep in touch. Bye. I would consider ACP as a trail running where we have real environment mimic so that the students could enter semi-real world situations so that they would understand whether they enjoy being in that route, working in a real environment. Once they got their degree as an undergrad student, they decide whether they want to work in the real world, like continue running trail to the longer distance. So we would think that this ACP courses would provide them such experience.
This ACP gives me a lot of connections because I have my friends from India, I have my friend from China. It's very important in your life when you grow up, when you have to do your jobs. This is the specialties of this ACP.
Because I have a plan to study there anyway, and now that you've got like a few PhD friends there and also a professor there, it's definitely easier to help you choose a master course in the future. I think the last special thing is like connections, friendships, and not to boast a lot, but I did actually have got a boyfriend back from there. A rewarding experience, let's say, and yeah, you have to find it for yourself.
Wow, so it actually helps you gain many connections.
Well, specifically in another country.
And anyway, we congratulate an outstanding graduate, Ms. Sukunya Bunsunthorn, for being recognized as a gold medal from Grand Champion Hidashi Trophy Competition 2020, and for her excellent work as a publisher of ChemCom.
Well, now let's take a step back to look at the overview of our Bstack program. In year one, the students are provided with a foundation in both maths and science subjects for the science knowledge basement. Later in year two, they will venture deeper into core chemistry subjects as well as select which major to further pursue. Now, it gets quite interesting in the third year, as the students are provided with specialized courses or and ISSB project participation as well. This allows for the students to jump out of their classroom bubble and participate in working with the sponsoring organizations, as well as the international students from other countries. Lastly, in the final year, the students will then participate in the Applied Chemistry project and current topics as well, offering exposure to internationality. This means the students will not only step out of their comfort zones, but step out of their country as well. And the students are completely exposed to an actual working environment with participants from various other countries.
Our department offers many scholarships to help support the students financially, where there are more than 30 scholarships per year. Students with the highest academic standing and students who stay involved in extracurricular activities will be awarded scholarships. Like us, we also receive a scholarship from participating in the Bstack Ambassador Contest. Up to this point, I am sure that there are many high schoolers who would be interested in our Bstack program. When and what do they have to do in order to meet the admission requirements, Porsche?
Well, the first round for applications is coming very soon, specifically on the 9th to 24th of December, while the second round is right around the corner in March of 2022. And these are the overview of the alternating required scores, which you can choose to offer when applying. For instance, a total of only 3 scores are required, which comprise of math, science, and English. For further information, please visit the Bstack official website. Our main contacting information is Facebook or the program's phone number. From various projects and activities, as well as the opportunities being offered here at Bstack, the students are encouraged to strongly engage with one another, making us bond stronger. Wow, that rhymed.
Did you write a poem just now? That's how it goes. Of course, the students do not only bond with those of the same year, but also with Run P and Run Nong as well. We also have activities like Trip Lap Nong and Trip Tang P, which allows all of us to hang out all day, all night.
Well, so do not worry when you struggle with anything. This campus will become your home. And Alun P and the cute and friendly professors are always here to offer you help and answer your questions.
We are both extremely grateful to be here with such a lovely Bstack family who are always here for each other. The joy we have discovered here, the late night conversation, the professors and Run P Run Nong we befriend, it forms a trajectory.
Truly, it all serves to shape you without you even noticing it. And that's how I fell in love with this place. So we thank them for their kindness and warmth. Thanks to you all as well for participating in today's event, and we are greatly honored to be your host.
We hope that you have gained a better understanding of various aspects of the Bstack program, which are beneficial for all of you. Come be part of our traditions to create friendship and connection that serve as a solid foundation to the journey of your life. Bstack welcomes you. So I, Yasita Phailom Wong.
And I, Kankanok Parami Sirikuntan. Thanks you all once again, and good luck ha.
Thank you very much, both of you, Kun Yosita and Kun Konkanok. Wonderful presentation from the Faculty of Chemistry and Science, and which is particularly for this program, which is Bachelor Degree of Science in Applied Chemistry. All right, coming up next, I would like to take you into another program, which is called the Biotechnologies. And we have Assistant Professor Dr. Kanokwan Seripap, Deputy Directors, call in and then talk about this wonderful program. So take it away. Sawasdee krap.
Sawadee ka. Thank you, Kun Oi, for your introduction. Good afternoon, everyone. It's a great pleasure for me to introduce our program today. People might ask, what is biotechnology? Biotechnology is technology that utilizes biological systems, living organism or a component of an organism to develop or create a product or process in agriculture, food, environment, and healthcare. So the biotechnology industry is considered as an engine of innovation. These technologies are applied in food and agriculture, healthcare, including drugs and vaccines, forensics, biomanufacturing industry or industrial processing, biofuel, and energy, and also environmental management in many useful ways. The Thailand Board of Investment, or BOI, recently approved new projects in the field of advanced biotechnology worth a combined 2.4 billion baht in investment, reflecting the increased interest of local and foreign investors in the country's biotech sectors. These new exciting projects reflect investor continued interest in Thailand's biotech sectors. Adding to our strong agricultural base and biodiversity, Thailand has now also a very strong pool of researchers that allow us to move into advanced technology. Tremendous number of job positions related to biotech technology are opening in the next 5 years. So the interdisciplinary learning environment in biotechnology is our main focus. Our program has a strong interdisciplinary learning environment in biotechnology. There are 8 departments from Faculty of Science come together involving in our program, including Department of Biochemistry, biology, botany, environmental science, food technology, marine science, and microbiology. And the students can choose to major in a various field, such as animal biotechnology, or you can do plant biotechnology, microbial biotechnology, food biotechnology, bioinformatics, biotechnology management, marine biotechnology, and also environmental biotechnology. Let's look at our program structure. The total of 25 credits is the minimum for our program. You will get to do general education for 30 credits and the specialization for 89 credits, and also the free electives for 6 credits. During your 4 years of study, the first year you will get to learn about basic science, and then that will equip you to continue the second years in the biotechnology fundamentals. And then for the third year, you could choose any elective courses regarding your or relating to your field, your major that you choose. And during the summer, you get to do the training. The training is the internships in biotechnology in state agencies, private organizations, or industrial factories. For the fourth year, is going to be a science project. You can choose to do a science project in the field that you would like to explore further, or you could choose cooperative education. So let's take a look at the more in each year study plan. For the first year, you can see that the basic science is very important for people studying in biotechnology. So you get to do, of course, the general biology, and then chemistry is also very important. So you get to do general chemistry and calculus, and also essential physics. So that's the basic for the first year, basic science for the first year. And then move to the second year, you get to do the concept and issues in biotechnology. This will keep you up to date and help you to decide which major you want to go to. And of course, you will get to learn about computer and programming. That's very important, as you know, and also statistics. And you will continue more with the chemistry, organic chemistry. And then for the second semester, during the second year, you will get to choose your major, and you can freely choose any major that you like in biotechnology. And then you will continue for the elective courses for the third year. So for the fourth year, the regular program, you can choose to do senior project, the science project in any field, and then you will get to learn about integrative science project as well. For the integrative science project, it's a science project that integrate various fields in science as well as social science and humanities in order to research, survey, investigate, evaluate, analyze, and interpret to understand the relationships between science and technology and social changes, and their roles in solving various current social problems, as well as to assess the impacts from development in science and technology on society. And for the cooperative education is a full-time work in private sectors or industry, at least for 16 weeks. And you can also choose to do the exchange program abroad according to your interest. And so you get to do all that during your 4 years of your study in our program. Let's take a look in more detail about each major that you could choose. For animal biotechnology, plant biotechnology, microbial biotechnology, environmental biotechnology, marine biotechnology, and bioinformatics, you will get to choose the required electives. It's the same in those majors that I have mentioned in Introduction to Molecular Biotechnology, Biological Sequence Analysis, and also the General Genetics Laboratory that will equip you to continue your elective courses in each major. For example, in animal biotechnology, you'll get to study more about the frontiers in animal biotechnology, animal welfare, animal biosecurity, biology of disease, and generative biology. And for plant biotechnology, for the elective courses, you will get to learn the plant growing technology. And as you know, now vertical farming and hydroponics and plant factory is really huge in plant biotechnology. So you get to learn that. And also you get to learn about plant tissue culture. And also if you are interested in a specific organism like mushroom, there will be the economic mushroom cultivation courses for you to choose, and also the commercial ornamental plant production. So this will be what you will get to study in plant biotechnology. And then for marine biotechnology, you get to learn about the principles of aquaculture, fish and shellfish nutrition, marine microalgal culture methodology, and also the breeding and laviculture economic aqua animals. So these are for marine biotechnology. And if you're interested in environmental biotechnology, you'll get to learn more about bioremediation, about the environmental waste, how to take care of it to the goal of zero waste. And you get to study about environmental science and the principle of biodegradation and bioremediation, and also biopolymer in the environment. So these technologies are very, very important to our environment nowadays. For bioinformatics, this is also a very interesting and up and coming major that if you would like to learn and you have a good basic in computer science, you can go further on this bioinformatics. So you will get to learn more about computer skills in bioinformatics, introduction to the genetic engineering, and the laboratory, of course, and then you'll learn about genomic analysis for biotechnology. So those are the major courses that you will get to learn in bioinformatics. And we also have biotechnology management field. So if you choose this major for the required electives, you will get to learn about industrial administration and management and organization, and also the principle of marketing. For the elective courses, we have the technopreneurship for you, and then also the green technology. As you may know that green biotechnology is very important nowadays. It's a use of biotechnology to produce microorganisms, plants, animals, and their components, and to transform them into new products with environmentally friendly solutions and production processes. So these are quite interesting, right, to choose. And also you'll get to learn about science communication, because it's very, very important, right? Your discoveries will be useless if no one knows about them. So this is why biotechnology program places a heavy emphasis on developing students' reading, writing, and public speaking skills. And then for the last measure that I would like to mention is the food biotechnology. The required electives are the process in food biotechnology classes. And then you will get to choose for the elective courses, you will get to choose the biological chemistry for biotechnology, the biotechnology for food industry, the industrial microbiology, and then you get to learn about food product design and biotechnology for food industry. So with all these major that you can choose from, that will equip you for the future work or future career opportunities. So the career opportunities, there are so many career opportunities if you hold a degree in biotechnology. As I have mentioned, biotechnology involves using biological organisms to create products and new technology. Jobs in biotechnology can vary significantly in salary, demand, and outlook. Most biotechnology majors specialize in medicine, agriculture, energy, and environment. So popular biotechnology subfields include gene therapy and vaccine development. When the world came to a sudden halt due to the COVID-19 pandemic, everyone turned to the one group of people who could lead us back to safety, the medical scientists, and not just any medical scientists, but those who held biotechnology degrees and could develop vaccines and drugs to combat the virus. So this is just one example of the many types of career paths biotechnology majors can pursue. Society constantly faces problems which can often be solved using a combination of biology and technology. That's why there will always be a job market for biotechnology majors. So you can see these are the examples of biotechnology companies involved, the energy company, biomedical company, plant production company, animal welfare, and marine products company. So these are the examples of biotechnology company around the world. And also for the future, if you would like to pursue your study, your postgraduate study, there are several opportunities, multiple opportunities that you can choose from. You can choose to stay at Chulalongkorn University, or you can choose to go abroad. So there are several biotechnology programs that you can apply to, and our program will equip you to be ready to study in those programs. So for the admission requirement, so I believe that it's the same as other programs that you can apply for the early admission during this upcoming December, and also the admission, the regular round in February to March. You need to submit your English proficiency test and your mathematics proficiency test. For the English proficiency test, you can choose to submit a score in TOEFL or IELTS or SAT, the reading and writing part, and CU AAT and all. You can also choose to submit the CU TEP score and also the ACT score. For the math score, you can choose to submit the SAT score or SAT math level 2 or CU AAT, ACT, IB, and A-level math. If you pass the qualification for the first round for the English score and the math score, you will get to do the interview with us. That will be 40% score, and we'll look at your mental alertness, your problem-solving skills, and your maturity and advancement potential. So, and if you have any further question, you can contact us at the BBTech office that located on the third floor of the TAP building, Faculty of Science, or you can contact us through our website. This is a BBTech student lounge, which is ready for you guys to come and join us. And let's come change the world with us, with biotechnology. And you can contact us directly through our website if you have further questions. That's it for me. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Assistant Professor Dr. Kanokban Seripap, our Deputy Director for this BBB Tech. Are you ready to discover something new? Are you ready to make the difference? If you say yes for all of this, BB Tech is the good program for you. So please come and enjoy. ขอบคุณมากๆครับ สวัสดีครับ
Thank you so much ขอบคุณค่ะ
You're welcome. Thank you ครับ สวัสดีครับ All right, everyone. So now we have learned so many interesting programs. Now, if you're into some kind of a design drawing and kind of a creativity, this way I am going to take you to a different path. This one, we are going to take you to the architectural design or INDA. And here live with us today in Chulalongkorn University, we have Kun Nana Bunom, our alumni, and Kun Rapatson Sara Puttiset, INDA students here to talk about this program. So take it away. สวัสดีครับ
Hi, we are from INDA, International Program in Design and Architecture.
My name is Nana Bunorm and I'm an alumni from INDA.
Hi, my name is Rapason Saraputitet and I'm Hong, a current year 4 student from INDA. And next we will take you through a short video of what is INDA.
INDA, the International Program in Design and Architecture, is a 4-year Bachelor of Science in Architectural Design program, certified by the Architect Council of Thailand, and taught within the Faculty of Architecture at Chulalongkorn University. Since the start of the program in 2006, INDA has grown rapidly and now includes over 300 students and more than 30 international instructors from over a dozen countries around the world. Our instructors have graduated from leading international design schools, bringing with them a diversity of professional experiences, unique viewpoints, and valuable skill sets. During our annual exhibition of INDA Parade, we also invite distinguished guests from universities and practices outside of Thailand, whose perspectives and insights encourage students to look at architecture and design in new ways. With a strong focus on innovation and experimentation, INDA's core curriculum offers essential knowledge of design and communication, history and theory, and construction technology. A variety of additional courses provide the tools needed to address the unique characteristics of the Southeast Asian context, including its communities, climate, and ecology. Design studio projects integrate social, political, and cultural factors to create inventive proposals that reimagine the role of the architect and the possibilities of design. While architecture is the principal topic of study, INDA aims to expand architecture's boundaries and show how it dynamically connects to other fields of study, such as landscape, material science, and urban design. The program also provides students with fundamental design skills, such as creative and critical problem solving, an awareness of the impact of design at multiple scales, and an ability to adapt to the urgent issues and changing demands of the discipline in the 21st century. INDA also provides students with many opportunities for international engagement through a series of traveling workshops, study tours, and design-build projects. These are often facilitated by collaborations or exchange programs with international institutions in the United States, Europe, and Asia. Many INDA graduates enter the architecture profession, but many more become versatile creative thinkers who are able to apply their skills and ideas to a wide range of fields, including branding, media, exhibition design, and real estate. INDA's exploratory, creative, and experimental environment ensures that our graduates can pursue careers internationally and that they are well prepared for constantly changing future.
Hi, I hope you enjoyed that short video presentation, and next we'll take you through what is actually INDA. About INDA, like many other architectural schools, we have design and communication, history theory, architectural construction, and environmental technology. However, we also integrate with multidisciplinary design approaches such as creativity, problem solving, innovation, and experimentation that would allow us to connect with other disciplines of architecture. INDA equipped us with international perspective in design and provide us with a lot of opportunity that we could explore. And during the pandemic, even though there are a lot of problems, but we also get through this through our creative means of problem solving, such as taking you through study in virtual realm or Zoom. And for our faculty, we have 32 members with 15 international professors. And for experienced architecture, there are many places that you can visit for each of the brief. And also international workshop where you can travel to abroad and engage with hands-on workshop such as for this project where you get to go to LA to work with SciArc. Or design build workshop where you can design and build your own exhibition. And for design experimentation workshop where we invite international collaborator for us to learn a new skills and tools. And also for design construction for communities, you get to be the small architect that you get to design the architecture for the community as well as calculate the financial feasibility of the project and construct a real project for the communities. We have a lot of collaboration with many universities abroad such as Pratt in New York. And also at the end of every year, we have INDA Parade, which is an exhibition that we will invite guests and architects from all around the world to be an exposure for you. Even though for the pandemic, we might not be able to host it offline, we also create a virtual realm of Keep School Real for you to explore and present a new means of presentation, which is not too bad after all. And for the INDA curriculum, we have 3 fundamental to graduate with. First, we have 114 fundamental course credits, 24 general education credits, and 6 elective course credits. Our main focus is the design studio, but we also have other subjects such as design community, business, and also design tools and skill, as well as economy and ecology for you to supplement the design subject. We don't have a confined box of what you want to be in INDA, so we'll take you through all the process of designing, and you can be yourself through the process of your design. And from year 1 to year 4, INDA will equip you with many ideology as well as design principle of both national and international. And in year 4, you get to choose your design option studio. And here, I will take you through some of the work examples. In year 1, you get to engage with a lot of your everyday life, such as ergonomics or toys in your house. We value the process of designing, not only the result, and we do this through a lot of iterations of model making, drawings, and also 3D experimentation of your design. And next, if you are interested in everyday context, you might also be inspired from everyday life of Bangkok, such as for this project, which is the street vendor simulation. And next, you might be able to design your own travel destination, such as for this project, which she designed a Grocket new transportation service. And in year 2, you get to learn more about architecture as well as project and design disciplines that could be integrated with the architecture, such as for these 2 projects, which integrate the ecology in design, or taking you through the understanding of the carbon emission and how to mitigate with that. And also, even though we do a lot of research-based design, however, we also engage with the real context, the site, and the real scale of human. And you also can integrate other disciplines, such as for this project, which is Bangkachao Eco School, which integrate the ecology of the site, as well as Bangkok overall. Or if you are more interested into subculture of Bangkok, such as this Cyber Sky Laboratories, or INDA also led you to integrate with theology and ideology of architecture, such as for obsolescence architecture, that you rethink the afterlife of a building. Or you might also integrate all kinds of architecture from all around the world into your design. And next, in year 3, you integrate with a more larger context, such as for this territorial design project that integrate ecology and landscape. And also for this canal currency project, which integrate the everyday life of the people in urban area to the aquatic biodiversity of the animals. Oh, and also you get to design your own civic space, such as this governmental service architecture. And in year 4, as I said earlier, you get to use your own option studio. Some of the studio you be a little bit more hands-on, such as this is a making studio, and you get to engage with the interviews and also experimentation with the communities itself. Or this project, which is a little bit more narrative based, and you get to make your own video as well as presentation on what you want to represent to your architecture. And this project also allows you to design through sensorial, such as the light or the wind, and how people could sense architecture. Or you can design a little bit more parasitic architecture on top of the existing architecture, or design through experimentation for parametric design with the use of grasshopper. And if you are more likely to inclined to liking project that is integrated with ecology, this project also integrates the landscape aspect of design into the project. And as we are moving into the metaverse world, INDA also equipped that as well. As for this project, you learn about multiplicity and futurism in architecture. As for the admission requirements, we accept all applicants from both Thai school graduates as well as international student graduates. We have, for the admission requirements, there are 3 different parts, which are the exam part, the portfolio, and the interviews. And for the score submission, you can choose to submit each of the score of the following that is not more than 2 years old. And for the evaluation, these are some of the points that you might need to keep in mind. And for our portfolio, we want you to create a portfolio that represents who you are as a person. So this portfolio, you have to experiment, think about the critical thinking and what you are designing, and choose what you want to represent in the portfolio. For the requirements, it is an A4 size of 20 pages that is not exceeding 50 megabytes, and it could be submitted at INDA office. And here are some of the portfolio examples. For the portfolio, you have to represent who you are through the graphics that you choose, the color, the style, as well as the resume of what you have done in the past. You have to think about the narrative of your design as well as the inspiration. Or you can show your skills of what you are good at and what you would like to be as a designer. Or you can experiment with many materials that are available in the market and be inspired by everything that are around you. And lastly, to make it more to show who you are, you have to think about the narrative that you want to explain through your design, so it's different from what other people are doing. And next, it will be about the life at INDA, and Pinana will take you through what our life at INDA is.
Okay, so let's take a look at the lifestyle of INDA students. So INDA is located in the faculty, is a part of the Faculty of Architecture, and our faculty is one that really creates an environment that's very rich in social and activities. And our freshmen are welcomed in multiple ways, so you can choose different activities to engage in, such as more academic ones, where you go to camp in other cities and do some community service design. Or you could engage in the performance arts, where you can choose whether you want to partake in the acting side, the stage production side, or even the writing side. Or we also have options for sports, lifestyles, and activities, where you can bring back a bit more of the balance of healthiness into your life, along with annual competitions and events. The freshmen at INDA are always engaged in a creative kind of activities that will really engage your design thinking while also having fun with your friends. And these activities will help to create and foster friendships and networks that will grow with you into the future and help you learn from your peers beyond the academic sense. With the learning environment in INDA, we have a very strong emphasis on critical discussions and a more hands-on approach to learning, so that students will learn a very important skill in design, which is to learn to notice and kind of make use of the different things that you can discover around you in your environment or even in the people around you. So throughout the 4 years, the students at INDA will be able to engage in discussions with instructors who have both an international and local backgrounds from many different fields of expertise, so that they can receive different feedbacks and criticisms from multidisciplinary fields. The workshop facilities of INDA are located in Chula Part 13 building, where we have an open studio space for students to work both independently and on group projects, even outside of class time. Our workshop and our lab also contains many machinery, such as the CNC machine, the laser cutting machine, or even wood workshops for students to be able to bring to life their creative imaginations, along with other different tools and equipments. And so, since we are an architecture school, we're also here to warn you that you will have to tackle many difficult aspects of your life. So there will be overlapping assignments, there will be sleepless nights, there will be creative blocks where you really can't figure things out. But don't worry, you'll be able to go through. So just know that you have to be prepared mentally, physically, and maybe a little comedically to help you get through it well. However, in the end, once you get to submit all the last pieces of works, you'll feel such a sense of accomplishment, pride, and satisfaction in your work, and also a good night's sleep, finally. So now you've submitted all your work, you've graduated, you've hopefully regained a regular sleep schedule. Let's see where INDA graduates can go. So as Nong Hong said, INDA really prepares you with a diverse kind of exposure to many different people and environments, and this gives you many opportunities and possibilities for your career path. For example, if you're interested in the bigger picture in going into urban planning and probably like something beyond just a single building, then this is one possible path for you. Or you could even go beyond the big picture to maybe a more speculative picture and get into more conceptual and imaginative kind of fields. And these can be pursued both professionally as a career or even personally when you go to engage in postgraduate study. You may also want to be involved in the full architectural process, all the way from the planning down to the coordination and the decorations, the minor things. Or you could just divert completely and use both the hard and soft skills taught at INDA to engage yourself in a more personal passion such as fashion. Or you could be very interested in this very important aspect that INDA teaches, which is research. And there are a wide array of analytical and research-based fields. So as you can see, at INDA, the career paths in the future are absolutely endless. There are many mediums and options for you to choose from. And there's no limit to what you could do with all the knowledge that is taught at INDA. It is up to you on how you want to adapt all these skills taught and how you want to use it in the future. But in the end, the choice will be yours to choose from. So to see more works from INDA students, you can check out at our social channels as presented now, or you could contact us at our email and our phone number for any further questions and inquiries. We hope to see you at INDA, so thank you very much for today.
Thank you.
And thank you very much for Kun Nana Bunom and Kun Ratana Son Sarap Putsate. Okay, very nice. That's a very insightful information about INDA. So if you're interested in, you're into drawing, your creativity, you like to, maybe not get enough sleep, but it was worth it for you because you make something really, really concrete and beautiful. So please go and check it out, INDA program. Thank you very much. ขอบคุณครับ ขอบคุณครับ Okay, wow. Now we are almost halfway through. Next, we are going to talk to another interesting program. And this program is Communication Design or ComD. But what is ComD? Let's find out from this video presentation. Let's have a look.
First question, can design change the world? I think yes, because design has already changed the world by the people who are here before us and the people who are here now.
I think design has created a huge impact to the world because design is like an international language. Wherever you are, you can understand it. ComD, a communication design, is an international program under the Faculty of Architecture at Chula University. Even so, we're not trained to be an architect. The program focuses on myriad fields of communication. What we actually learn here include communication from graphic design, illustration, moving image, time-based design, digital design, and more.
ComD is a place where you turn your creative abilities into practical skills. First, they teach you how to think, and then they teach you how to do. ComD is a creative playground that prepares you for the real battlefield.
Experienced the diversity in multimedia use in communication design, which makes me a versatile artist. In decision-making situation, I'm able to see infinite possibility in conceptualization and technique to create pieces that resonate with my target audience.
From grasping a good fundamental design that is applied to all visual design and projects that is not only beautiful and visually aesthetic, but also kind of communicates a good message through good research and good analysis and design decisions.
Now I'm working as an independent film director As a film director who didn't graduate from film school, it's an advantage that I'm able to understand all aspects of filmmaking, from styling, prop making, to post-production, because as a director, you have to be able to communicate with your team efficiently with what you want within the limited time given per job.
I'm about to start my full-time job as a visual UX UI designer at a consulting firm, but honestly, you can pursue so many different career options. You can almost take any subject that you learned in ComD to become a professional career. You can even use all the knowledge from all subjects to build your own firm, your own company, because at the end of the day, design is in everything and everything has design in it.
Wow, such a really, really cool program. So I can't wait to talk to one of our representatives from ComD. So please welcome Kun Parita Siri Wongwangam, our alumni from ComD, and Kun Yanin Ponpayon, our fourth year student from ComD. Sawasdee krab.
Hi,
Hi, how are you?
I'm good.
Very nice, very nice. So, okay, let me make sure I know. Okay, who's Kun Panita? Oh, okay, good. Would you like me to call you by your first name or your nickname? Which one you prefer? Oh, I see. Could you please turn on your microphone, please?
Sorry,
No problem at all.
call me Bin as my
Kun
nickname.
Pin. Okay, very good. And what about Kun Yanin?
And you can call me Mimi.
Mini.
Yes, M-I-M-I, Mimi.
Okay. Okay, Mini. Very nice. So, how are you guys doing?
We're doing great.
Thank you so much for being here today. Now, let me start off with something really cool. Let me ask you, if you can define ComD into 3 adjectives, what would you say about this ComD? So let's start with Kunpin first.
3 adjectives.
Yeah. Or if Kunmini, you're like, oh, I can think of it first, so just go for it. 3 adjectives that describe the ComD program, which is such a really cool program. Can you think of anything? Or maybe 3 of you
first.
can. Number 1?
Creative.
Creative. Okay, what about number 2?
Experimental.
Oh, I love that word. So you're going to have to elaborate more on that. And number 3?
Number 3, I'm not sure. I think critical thinking.
Oh, all right. That's great. Creative, experimental, and critical thinking. All right. And what about Kunmini? What do you say about this program?
Mine is fun, crazy, and out of the box.
Oh, this is so nice. All right. So Kunpin, let me ask you about why do you say that this program is more like experimental?
Okay, why did I say that? Because when you get into ComD, you will get to learn so many things, like so many medias, not only medias, but also not only skills, but also like the design thinking process. So it's more like you are exploring yourself about what you like, what you want to do. So you can try so many things when you're studying in ComD. So it's more like and the biggest experimental part of your life in ComD. So 4 years in ComD is all about experimenting, trial and error. So yeah, that's why describe
Absolutely.
it best.
Excellent answers, Kun Pin. And then Kun Mini, you say and you highlight the word fun. And based on the video that I'm seeing right now, it was really fun and very creative. Can you, like explain or tell me more about why do you think this program is so fun?
Well, I want to tell the highlights of the program. So ComD, which stands for Communication Design, I'm pretty sure there will be some students who enter this program and still don't fully understand what ComD does.
Right.
So honestly, it took me 3 years until I figured it out. It's to design something that communicates to other people, and our job is to make it easier for people to understand. So the highlight of this program is the first year. So please absorb and have fun as much as you can in your first year. It's like the best year to fully show what you can do. And first year projects are mostly handcraft skills and to be fully creative. So there will be no rights and wrongs. And also most of the projects are group work. So it will be a good year to make new friends.
Very nice. Thank you very much. Okay, now, and what are some main requirements in order to get into this program?
Okay, so the main requirements are, I think, math and English score in portfolio, which is the most important. But for the details, please check on ComD website below because we cannot really remember the details. Yeah. So the most important thing is portfolio. I think.
All right. So you mentioned about portfolio. That comes to my next question. Can you give me some tips and tricks about how to winning the committee's heart about, how to prepare this portfolio to be more standing out? Please.
So before you get to the interview part to talk and persuade the professors, the first thing the professor will see is your portfolio. So your portfolio must show who you are and what you can do, because if you pass the portfolio part but on the interview part, when the professor asks about your work in the portfolio but you don't know what to say, it's over. So
yeah.
don't pressure yourself that your work needs to be over the top. Sometimes having a brilliant concept of the work already wins. So always keep in mind that you can always improve or change the visual of the work. But first is you have a strong concept.
That is a very good words of advice. Kun Pin, you want to add on something?
Yeah, I totally agree with Mimi that your works don't have to be perfect. I'm not graduated yet, so
yeah, that's true. That's true. This is just a beginning. So what are they looking for in terms of the portfolio, in your opinions?
They want to get to know you more about your thinking process, your design perception. So I think if you ask me for suggestion, I would say that you just don't be afraid or do not be hesitate to express yourself. There's no such thing too weird or too crazy, because comedy love as kids, right? So I think what was the question again?
No, that was great. That was great. You actually answered my question, and I was just gonna support you by saying that Kun Mini said, the third words that she says, think outside the box. Just okay, be creative and think outside the box. So you don't want to just confine to 4 square place. So be creative, think outside the box, and just have fun with it. So now you mentioned about that. Right after you submit the portfolio, you're gonna have to go into the second part, which is the interview. So any tips or give us some idea what are they going to ask, or how are we going to prepare for the answer this kind of a tough interview, please?
So same thing as your portfolio. So you need to be yourself and don't stress or panic when the professors ask you questions that you don't know the answer to. Just tell them you don't know and that you will look into it after. I can proudly say I'm the best at interviews. I can remember till today that on my interview day, I couldn't answer any of the professor's questions. But
oh wow, seriously?
Yes, I couldn't answer any of the questions, but what I did was I changed the professor's questions into something that I can answer. So the question was, what's the difference between European art and Korean art? And
I have no idea.
I didn't know. And I told them I didn't know, but I went to Korea before and I really love Korean series and K-pop boys. I talk about my fan page account and then I just continued talking about my life. The professors didn't stop me, so the interview was great. And all of us had great time sharing each other's stories and experience.
Oh wow, that was a great one, So it's like for some of you, especially your prospect, it's like your high schooler is like, I don't know, do I have to prepare a lot? Yes, you still do have to prepare something, but if you're actually there and whatever you prepare is not been asked, so go ahead and just express what you know and being yourself, right? So that is really nice. So now I take it that Kun Mini, you're already an alumni, is that right?
Yes, I'm on my fourth year.
Oh, your fourth year, and Kun Bin also the fourth year students or the alumni?
So I already graduated for two years. I
Oh,
guess.
for 2 years, for 2 years. Okay, now I would like Kun Bin and Kun Mani talk about life. Okay, so all right, so we're gonna talk about life of Kun Bin and Kun Mini, but just wait for a second. Right now we are here from ComD and we have such a fun conversation talking to our current students and also the alumni. And here they are, they're back. Okay, so let me ask both of you, starting from Kun Bin first, because you say you already finished, so that you have some experience, studying on campus. What is it like? Can you share your experience, please?
Mm, it was fun. It was really fun.
Yeah.
I think I was very lucky because due to the COVID-19 thingy, I got to study online on my last semester of my
Wow.
fourth year. So most of my years I study on campus and I got to work with my friends, go to the university every day, not every day, but yes, so it was fun. There's so many things to do. And since we working with so many medias and projects that using different tools and stuff, so in our faculty we have many different workshop that we can ask for permissions and use it, like printing room or something like that. So you will get a chance to use a lot of facilities.
Facilities, yes.
Yeah. For example, the photo shooting studio or something like that. So you will get to learn how to use them as well. And I think that's the most, no, not the most, but that's one of the most fun parts being in design school in ComD. And life in campus is very fun as well because we have a lot of teamwork that we have to work. We work a lot in groups, so there are in a year there's only 40 students, I think, in my year. So we all very close and we know each other pretty well. So we are very close and we talk a lot, we play a lot. So 4 year was fun. It's to me it's
Wow.
still like a high school again. I mean,
Yes, indeed. I'm very sure. I'm very sure. Thank you. And now let's turn to Kunmini, because it seems like I take it that you have 2 years on campus and 2 years, studying online during the COVID-19. What is like you see the big difference, especially when you have to go to the lab? How do you cope with these things?
Well, there's so much different between online school and on-site school.
Mhm.
So there are lots of dramas about online art school, and for me, I love online school. I know it's so different, but for me, I really enjoy online school because I'm an introvert and I love doing work alone where there's no one. But it is true that learning online really makes you less productive, and it gives you bad mental health and makes you less creative. So what I can say is try to manage your time very well. Don't work past midnight. Try to give more time to yourself and do what you like to do. Always be kind to yourself and give yourself a good amount of free time.
Oh, I see. I see. Very good. And what about in terms of, using the lab or studios? Do you have any suggestion on that?
So mostly on the COVID situation, mostly the classes are on Zoom and Google Classroom.
Yes.
And sometimes we use the Miro or Padlet to work together. It's like a platform where you can work together as a group.
Yes.
And recently, because I'm in my fourth year, I have thesis consulting every week. So we only have five people in the group. So we'll meet up at a cafe and work on with the thesis together.
Oh, I see. Well, let's talk about the internship opportunity. Are there any internship opportunities through the program's partnership of affiliations?
Yeah, okay. There is an internship on
Mm-hmm.
the third year
I see.
for my year,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm not sure about how the situation changed after the COVID-19. How
Yes. Yes.
in your year?
So,
Do you
Kunmini,
have
what
internship?
about the internship opportunity during this COVID-19 things?
I just finished my intern this year, and I did my internship at a company that I know, so it was easier for me. But on my whole, the internship it was online.
I see, I see.
Yes.
So you got a chance, still got a chance to do the internship opportunity, but it's actually really depends on the companies or the affiliations that applying for the internship, whether they want you to be, in there on campus or in their office, or working it online or remotely. Great one. So now, studying at Chula seems very competitive, I must say. But how is it like? What do you think about this?
Mm, I think studying everywhere is competitive.
It's true.
It really depends on you and if you want to be competitive or not. But yes, in this program it is competitive too, because you will always see other people's work, and sometimes you'll compare yourself with
Mm-hmm.
other people's work. So always remember that everyone's style is different, and you might like your work to be minimal, but others like it maximal. So
Mm-hmm.
be strong with your idea, and sometimes the professor will ask questions just to see if you're confident and strong with your idea. So don't freak out and change the idea of your work immediately. Rethink about the question or comment you got. If you think the professor was right, use the comment to improve your work. But if you think those comments have nothing to do with your work, then improve your point by explaining and showing it to the professors.
Wow, very good, very good. Kumpin, would you like to add on anything on that one?
Yeah, I totally agree with Mimi. I think you just follow your own rhythm and things gonna be like better.
Mm-hmm.
But I know it's very hard when you see like so many works that is like so good, like because when we have a tutorial or like criticizing like our works, we will like put our work like together and we will see every single works of your friends.
Mm-hmm.
But after all, I mean, like follow your rhythms, know yourself, what you can do and what you cannot do, and that's fine. You don't have to be the best. You don't have to be like others. Just remember that you are all different. Like comedies, I mean, they actually pick different students to join comedies since
Yes,
the
definitely,
uh,
definitely.
so
Good,
yeah,
good, good.
so don't worry about that. So just
Nice.
yes,
So
yeah. If
now,
answering your questions, it could be very competitive, but it depends on your mindset as well.
right. Thank you very much. Okay, now let's talk about some career path. It's like, okay, so if I want to get into the comedy program, it's an international program. We learn so many things in this wonderful program. What can we do in the future? Would like you, Kun Bin, would you like to talk about this?
Okay, sure. As you may see from the opening video already that
Yeah,
there's so many fields that we can
right.
go and study. So yeah, I think all creative fields are a thing that comedy can do. And then it depends on what you want to do. Like 4 years in comedy, you will get to explore like including like time-based design, video, filming, illustrations, handcraft skill, graphics, plenty of things. And on the fourth year, you will get to do your thesis that you will get to choose your own topics and
Mm-hmm.
use the medias that you want to do. So by that time, you will get to know yourself more that what you want to do and you can pursue your passion into that. So it's very open. You can do whatever. Like for me, I am now a freelance illustrator and as well as like a creative content writer. So it is very, and my friends are graphic designer, videographers, um, ceramic artists and stuff. So it's very various. So you can do whatever in creative fields, but comedy will teach you the design thinking that is very strong. So you
Correct.
can
Yes.
work with everyone and you can communicate very well. As Mimi said, that the key of comedy is to communicate through design. So
Mhm.
anything that need to communicate, I would say.
Excellent. Could Minnie, would you add on?
Well, for me, I plan that after I graduate, I'm gonna study more about marketing and probably design an ice cream brand because I love eating ice cream.
Me too.
Sometimes people get stressed. Sometimes people get stressed because they don't know what to do after they graduate. So there's so many career paths for you to choose when you enter this program. You don't need to end up being a graphic designer if you don't want to. So I choose to do this way because I want to, and if it doesn't work, there's always another path to go.
Very good. Okay, so one last final question for me. Please give a piece of advice for our prospect or our รุ่นน้อง or junior or the freshman that's upcoming into the academic 2022. Please. Why ComD? Yes. คุณ Minnie first and then we'll finish off with คุณ Pin. Yes.
So if I want to tell the people who want to come join ComD, just be creative and be wild. We're waiting for you.
Very good. Thank you. And คุณ Pin, please.
Okay. I would say if you have something to communicate, if you have something you want to tell the world, if you have something to share but you don't know how to express it out, and you also like art and design, I think ComD would be the greatest choice.
Very good.
So yeah.
And also, if you guys want to know more about ComD, you can look at the Facebook ComD and also the website comd.com.
Yes, I want to ask you, how do I check out some more information about ComD? And you are just finished this one perfectly and beautifully. Thank you so much, คุณ Bin and คุณ Minnie, for joining us today and talk about this wonderful program. ขอบคุณมากๆครับ สวัสดีครับ
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. All right. So now, moving on, I'm going to take you to the different pathway. So this afternoon is really fun, right? We start with, some kind of a science, bachelor in science, and now we're going design and creative. And now it's time for engineering. Here with us, we are going to talk about the international programs or bachelor degrees program from the International School of Engineering. But from that, the International School of Engineering have prepared some wonderful video for you. And this story is actually inspired by ISE students' projects and activities. And you can there are only 6 episodes that you can follow from the Facebook and also some YouTube. Are you ready? I can't wait to see. So please enjoy this video. Okay, wow, very good. That was interesting. I can't wait to see more episodes on that. Now, to learn more about ISE program, I have Assistant Professor Dr. Pimpon Pongpet, our Deputy Director. She's going to talk about these ISE programs and some of the admission process and also the scholarships. So, สวัสดีครับอาจารย์
สวัสดีค่ะ สวัสดีค่ะ
สวัสดีครับ Take it away, please.
Okay.
อาจารย์พิมพร
Okay, I'll take it from here,นะคะ.
Yes.
So, and also thank you for the introduction. And for the International School of Engineering, how we are under the Faculty of Engineering. Let me see. I cannot. Hang on. Okay, I have some technical problem with the slide. Cannot. Okay, hold on.
No problem. Yes, no problem. Okay. So now, once again, so this, International School of Engineering, They are, offering some really wonderful program for you. So let's have Ajahn Pimpon, maybe reset a little bit and make sure that we can solve this problem really quickly. And then we'll be right back with you. Ajahn Pimpon, if you're ready, just let me know, okay? Yes. So, wow.
All right.
You're ready now?
Yes.
Yes, I can't wait to hear some of your wonderful programs. So please take it away.
Okay, thank you.
You're very welcome.
So for the International School of Engineering, ISE, we are under the Faculty of Engineering, and I think it's pretty widely known about our reputation, words in the country, and how we essentially the best engineering school in the country, and also we are widely recognized in the world ranking also. So for both Thai students, international students, or if you are an exchange student or a student during the gap year, this is the best choice for you for the engineering education in Thailand. So for the motto of our Faculty of Engineering, it's a foundation towards innovation. So, and also for the principle of the ISE ourselves, we want to create an engineer that will become a world-class engineer. So all of the 5 programs, the undergrad programs that we have to offer, were all finely designed. It's all based on the multidisciplinary in engineering. It's finally designed to answer the demands of the societies and the demand of the world. So the first programs that I would like to talk about is the ADME V program. Originally, the name was ADME, but now to go with the trends of the world, it changed the name to the ADME V, and the E and the V that is the new letters, would stand for the electric vehicle. So this program, it focuses on the automotive design, manufacturing, and electric vehicle engineering, and also the autonomous vehicle engineering. And our next program is the aerospace engineering. So they will learn about all types of aircraft and also the spacecraft. So whether it's the airplane that we see in the sky, the commercial airplane, or it's the drone, or the autonomous aircraft, or even the spacecraft, the student will learn about those principles from this program. And our next program is the IC, or Information and Communication Engineering. So the students from this program will learn about the hardcore programming and also the IT architecture, software engineering. And that's just for the example. And the next program is the nanobio. We got a new name for the nanobio also. Originally it was nano. But now nanobio students in this program will be able to choose their specialized, whether it's after the second year, they can choose whether they want to dig in deeper in the detail in bioengineering application or in the advanced material engineering application. And for the bioengineering application, for example, they can design, invent the very wonderful material for the application in bio, so things that has to do with the nature with the human body, for example, the drug delivery, pharmaceutical, just for an example. And for the advanced material engineering, they can design, for example, the very small or very flexible battery for any electronic machine or tools, or even if we talk about the suit for the Spider-Man that has so many properties, so things like that you will learn from the nano bioengineering. And our new program, it's not 4 years, not so new anymore. It's the robotics AI engineering. So the student in this program will learn about the mechanical aspect and also the artificial engineering, artificial intelligence aspects of building robots. And so since we have about 10 minutes to spend on the 5 programs, so if you think you miss any information, you can scan this QR code and go to download the brochure for our programs. So this brochure will give you details about the overview, more detail about each of the program, the scholarship, admissions, and other information. So if you miss anything, I'm going to try to cover it as much as I can, but if you think you miss anything, you can go follow this QR code and download the material that I just mentioned. So for all of the 5 programs, this one, for example, the robotics AI engineering, our student will learn not only from the lecture, from the class, they will also learn about through the projects, conducting the projects. So for the robotics AI engineering, they will have the project since the 2nd year, 3rd year, and 4th year. Actually, in the 1st year, they can get started with their own projects already, even though it's not listed in the curriculum. This is example of our 2nd year student. They can build the robots from scratch already. And this picture is the Pinto and the Ninja robots that we sent to help the healthcare worker to treat the COVID patient. So they are only 2nd year student, but they can actually build something from scratch and make it function and benefit the society, help the healthcare worker. And also for all of the 5 programs, we get the collaboration from the industry. So both in the lecture and outside of the classroom, we will get the professionals from the industry to help refine the lecture and to open the views of the students, and also to give students special training into more of the technical skill that they might come across while the time they work in the industry. And in this example, our students actually get to work with the CEO of the Edison Motors company, and he actually the alumni of our AdMIV program also. So student in AdMIV program can actually build a racing car, an electric racing car from zero, from scratch, and send it to the competition, and they actually won some prizes also. And this is an example about the innovation to follow the motto of our Faculty of Engineering Foundation toward innovation. So our students, the project they do during the time they're studying at the ISE, and also any kind of activities, we would support them in terms of the technical knowledge, technical skill, and also other support that we can give them to create any innovation that they are interested in. This is an example of the innovation from our Nano Bio alumni. You can actually buy this from the markets. You might see it in several stores. This is an example of the ICE engineering. This is the innovation created by our student while the time she's at ISE and actually won the prize. So you can see more detail about this from our website and also from our brochure. And this is an example, the innovation from our alumni, from the ICE, Viabus. Actually, the co-founder, the CEO, will be here with us today after I finish my part. You'll get to talk with him. So this project won the prize, and now it got selected to be one of the only 30 young entrepreneurs in Asia. Featured on the Forbes magazine 30 under 30 Asia in year 2021. And other application from our student, the dry bath. It's the application to check the health of your car, the mechanical checkup of your car. You can do that by yourself. Or from the aerospace engineering. In aerospace engineering, we have so many student association. And the association in our program, but actually only one in the Southeast Asia that is quarantined or got stamped by the association of the American Institute of Astronautics and Aeronautics in the U.S. It's the only one in the Southeast Asia that officially part of the AIAA in America. So each year our students would work on their project and send their work to many competition. They won the prize. For example, this one they built the plane from scratch to the one that they can actually fly in the sky. And in the past they actually got to the top 12, the top 12 team in the competition out of the several hundreds of the university that send their airplane for the competition. And also this one is recently this year our students designed a spaceship for the competition called Spaceport America, and they got into the first after the first phase, and they will continue with the design into the competition later on, and another association or the club by our aerospace engineering has and for our program it's well recognized worldly too. We got the top 200 for the aerospace engineering in the world. Now, so this is the statistic of what our students do after the graduation. Several of them will continue in the workforce, and several of them will go for the grad school in several of the top university in the world. Example that for the nano, bio, or for the aerospace engineering students, for the ICE students. So for they go to the well-known companies or to the well-known university around the world. And also, besides what we have to offer our students at Chulalongkorn University, to get a chance to do the exchange program, both through the exchange program academically, or they can go join the exchange program through the internship program. And we have so many collaborations, so many universities in our collaboration, and also several companies in our collaboration. And the benefits for our students, if they go for an exchange program within our collaboration, then they will get the benefit on the tuition. They only pay the Thai tuition fee, but they get a chance to study in a more expensive tuition in other country. So we, and not only sending our students to join the exchange program, we also welcome the students from all around the world. So we get about 80 to 100 students to join us each year. And also from us, we'll go to other countries for the exchange program and the internship, roughly about 30 to 50 students. So yeah, so our students travel all around the world for the exchange program and also for the internship program. And this is an example for the internship program. So before we got affected, the air communication, the air traveling before it got affected by the COVID, we will send our students to the internship abroad every year. And it is an example on how students went to work with cement in Sweden. So yeah, we would do that. We would do that regularly previously. But now, even with the effect of the COVID, it doesn't stop our students. And the internship program is still very efficient. Now, this is an example. Our students during the internship program, they actually built, create something, some innovation, and send it for a competition, the Space Food Challenge. Held by NASA and CSA, and they won the first phase into the next phase and for the further competition. And also besides the regular semester, we also offer the summer school for the public and also for any interested students. If they want to learn more about anything that we offer in the courses, or if they want to build stronger foundation, prepare themselves before attending the classes at ISC. So, and also we are very fully equipped in terms of facilities. That is to support our students in every way, so that they can have a happy life while they at ISC, or to also support them to create, to have a wonderful idea and create any innovations they are interested in. So this is the also how we support students both physically and mentally. We have to make sure that they are healthy and mentally strong every time. At all time. And for the tuition, for the Thai student, the tuition at ISC is about 109,000 a semester, and for the foreign students it's about 163. And the reason that for cheaper for Thai because we are still supported by partially supported by the government, so it's cheaper for the Thai student. But we also offer several scholarships. Every year we would offer about 70 to 100 scholarships to our students. And information about scholarship, you can follow it on our website, and also through the QR code that I just showed you previously. And for the admission, And for the admission this year, the early admission is during the December 9 to 24th. And for the regular admission, it would be in March, during March to April, but we are waiting for the confirmation on the exact dates again. For this year, the admission, we will accept two types of admission. The first one is test score. So this is the chart for the test score. We would count like English 20%, math 32%, and science 40%. For interview, there would be no weight on the interview. It would be just pass and fail, just to make sure that students are ready to join us and will be with us happily. And this is for the criteria for score. We will actually post this on the website also. If you missed it, you can follow, get more information from the website. But what's new is that this year we also, the student who completed school from international school, if they have a choice to not submitting the TOEFL, IELTS, or the score from any like a test center, they can send the certificates that they finished school from the international school. And also what's new this year, we accept the Duolingo and also the predicted grades for the A-level and IB, and also the AP calculus for the math, and the AP chemistry and AP physics for the science, and also the predicted grade for the A-level and the IB. And this year we actually opened for the portfolio for the student who don't have all the scores required in the test score option. So you can send the portfolio. We will give out detail about the portfolios very soon on our website. But for this channel, the interview will wait 15%, and it will be a lot in detail, in the deep detail. Okay. And for the English criteria, it's essentially the same as the test score option. And for more information, you can follow us here. If you miss any information, you can also send out a message for the answer. Okay, so I think it's really time for me to hand it back on to you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Ajahn Pimpon. That's a very wonderful and very detailed programs that you have gone over this. Thank you so much. Okay, now we have just a limited time to talk to our two alumni from our ISE alumni and also the Arrows alumni. So let me talk to Dr. Bodhipong Ratanakrai Kanakon, Arrow alumnus, Faculty of Engineering lecturer, and also Kun Intat Matwong Prakop, IEC alumnus, CEO and co-founder of Virbus, features entrepreneur in Forbes 30 under 30 Asia's 2021. Sawasdee krap.
Sawasdee krap. Hello. Hi.
Sawasdee krap. Hi. How are you doing today?
I'm doing fine.
Very good. Very good. So, excellent. Tell us a little bit about the life experience at this international school and your program, please.
Oh, okay. So for the classes in ICE, we learn. I think we learn a lot of aspects, especially in computer programming, in electrical, in communication. Also, things such as engineering management, economics, and supply chain. So we learn a lot of various things and apply it into the real world use. And we learn both theories and hand-ons, such as like field trips in companies, and we got to do the projects and the labs, and which this knowledge actually I use a lot of it to apply after my graduation in the real world uses. For the student life, mostly I think the environment is quite good with a friendly competition within the study board. And for the aspect of the activities, there's a lot of things to do in ISE, in civil engineering, and as a whole in Chula. But personally, one of the things that I did is I joined a student club called Think, which enables you to do a lot of innovative projects and tries a lot of things and work together as a team with your friends. Yeah, and that's my experience as an IC.
Thank you very much. So next, please.
Yeah, for myself, it was a brilliant experience. Aerospace was, a program involving the knowledge of the aircraft itself and also spacecraft design. And now recently the program has been introducing more on the unmanned aircraft system technological side. In terms of my experience, it was really brilliant, and it was full of activities. It was full of student club. You know, me and my friends, a bunch of friends, we started an AIAA student club, which aimed to join the DBF competition. That was back in 2010. So this club has already been more than 10 years now, and you know, no doors was ever shut on us. Everywhere we go within the faculty or beyond the faculty within Chulalongkorn University, we always got help, you know, adequate help from professional lecturer and professors. And, you know, we managed to do all sorts of things based on, you know, whatever we can create. We got our hands on several innovative projects as well. So overall, I say the ISE, especially within the aerospace engineering program, we really emphasized on enhancing students' experience in terms of practicality and hands-on activities. Yeah, so overall, it's very good.
Very good. So it seems like both of you really enjoyed these two wonderful programs from International School of Engineering. So one last question. People might think, okay, we were just learning so hard about these two programs, but you know, considering right now the COVID-19 situations is harshly affect the job market worldwide and globally. How will you rate the adaptabilities and versatility of the graduates from your program?
Maybe could Intas can go first.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So for ICE, actually the adaptability and versatility is, I think, one of the strongest suit for ICE's graduate, because they got to learn various types of fields and in either it's computers, in either electrical communication, industrial management. So they can work in a lot and various of fields, especially that we have a background in computers and engineering. That means, in contradict to the COVID-19 situation with the adoption of a lot of digitization. So that means actually more of the ICE graduate actually get more of the opportunity as a job and in various kind of fields and make the demand higher. So because everyone needs to adapt to do the situation. Yeah.
Very
so
true.
I would say it's a great opportunities for the graduate at this time.
Very good. Thank you, sir.
Right.
And what about
For
John Vadipong?
aerospace, yeah, okay, thank you. So for aerospace, I will not try to sugarcoat it too much, but I would say aerospace engineering in itself is a very practical, hands-on types of program. Even though we have a lot of computational aspects where students learn how to do lots of simulation on computer, they learn a lot about theoretical background on those simulation computational methods. They also got their hands on data sciences and several other things relating to computer. But I could say that overall, COVID did hinder us from conducting all the experiments on site. But again, that happens everywhere. That happened to the university back in Delft, where I did my PhD. We were not allowed in to do any types of experiments. So, but again, in terms of adaptability, our undergraduate and people within the aerospace engineering world, you know, we learn how to adapt ourselves to the situation where we're not really allowed to get on site. So we rely a little bit more on the, as I mentioned before, all the computational and simulation that we can do online. And a lot of students now are, it turns out to be a good opportunity in a way, from my view. Now students get to expose themselves more on the world of data science. That is based on aerospace engineering background. Several of our students are now initiating very interesting project that I saw. For example, like forecasting air traffic within Thailand at post-COVID. These are something that, you know, we can actually dive into. They learn to incorporate more of artificial intelligence, machine learning in several of their works, instead of just trying to get, you know, to the university and get their hands on things. So I'm actually very proud of the students and of the program and the faculty members who've been working very hard to adapt to the situation. And also at the same time, they're able to open new doors that I never seen before.
Very good. Well, thank you very much. Okay, I think that's all we have time for. Thank you so much, Dr. Ajahn Pimpon, Ajahn Bodhipong, and also Kun Intas so much to talk about the International School of Engineering. ขอบคุณมากๆครับสวัสดีครับ
Thank you very much.
Thank you. All right, coming up next, we have our brand new programs, that just been launched recently. And I think most of you, if you're thinking about this program, please stay tuned and hear about this program, because here with us today, I have Dr. Akawat Sirisuk, our program directors, to come here and talk about this wonderful program of chemical and process engineering. Please take it away. สวัสดีครับ
สวัสดีครับ Thank you, Kun Oat, for the kind introduction. My name is Dr. Akawat Sirisuk. I'm the program director for the chemical and process engineering. So I'm going to talk about our program today. So the outline today is I will start with what is a chemical engineer? What does chemical engineer do? Because some people are not familiar with what chemical engineering actually does in the actual field. And then we're going to talk more about our program, our curriculum design, and then admission requirements. Okay? So let's begin. Okay? What is chemical engineering? So chemical engineering is we invent and we design the process to produce and convert and transfer materials and chemicals, starting with the experiments in the laboratory, and then we try to scale it up to be a large-scale chemical process in a petroleum and petrochemical industry, for instance. So is it the same as chemistry? Not exactly, because chemistry focuses on the small things at a microscopic scale. But we want to take things larger, scaling it up to be a larger scale to produce like a large production of petrochemical or plastic or everything. So we need to know that how to produce it in a large quantity. So we need to understand the chemical reaction. We need to know how to transfer the materials from one point A to point B. We need to separate the starting material with the product from the products. And we also need to control the process to obtain the best product possible. So what kind of companies that chemical engineering typically work for? The main employers for our field would be in petroleum and petrochemicals. The petrochemicals, usually you see the biggest player around here, right? So it's usually deal with like the production of olefins, aromatics, and plastics. Okay, so you can see the Thai oil, PDTGC, SCG chemicals, down chemical, TPC, and vinyltine and TPI polyene. Okay, and also in petroleum, so we're looking at the oil and gas exploration and production to get the crude oil and natural gas from the ground, and then we process it. So for crude oil, we go through a distillation process to separate into like a different fractions such as benzene, kerosene, and then diesel. And for natural gas separation, we try to separate the different kind of gas such as methane and then ethylene and then propylene, and then we use it to convert to another product. So you can see for the production exploration, you see the Schlumberger, PTTEP, Chevron, and Halliburton are the big players in the world. Okay, and then for the gas separation and the crude oil distillation, you see all the oil distillery in the eastern seaboard, such as for Thai oil, for Bangchak Petroleum, for PTT, Star Petroleum, and Esso. And then, so this is the kind of new thing. So you can see that like the fossil fuel reservoir reserve quantity is going like down. So we need to find a new source of energy. So now we are exploring a new source of energy by using the alternative energy resource, okay, such as like a biodiesel or green diesel, which is plant-based. And then bioethanol, we also do like the renewable energies such as solar cells. So here are some of the companies that do that has the work in the energy and water field, okay? And we also do like a biochemicals industry, so plant-based industry, biomass conversion. So we take the starting material from plants, which is renewable, and then we convert it to like a specialty chemicals or something that we use every day, such as like the batum oil, the solvate that makes solvent, and then thiol ethanol. Okay. And we also deal with like all kinds of products that you encounter every day, such as paper, food and beverages, consumer products, pharmaceutical and cosmetics, electronics, fabrics, and packaging. You can see that the name of the company, you probably familiar with like many of them, okay? So we also do chemical and paints, construction materials, car parts, and we also produce industrial gases and do instruments that to measure things in the process. And we can also do consultant. So you can see that chemical engineer can work in so many fields. Like someone used to say that chemical engineering actually make the world go round. Okay, now let's come back and focus on our program. So the program is chemical and process engineering. Okay, so this program is part of the Faculty of Engineering at Chulalongkorn, but it's not part of the ISE. So we are separate from ISE, and it's managed and operated by Department of Chemical Engineering. Okay, then our Department of Chemical Engineering, is consistently ranked the best program in Thailand and in the top 10 or sometimes top 5 in Southeast Asia by QSO ranking. So we are a good department. Okay, and we also have been accredited with the Thailand Accreditation Board of Engineering Education, or TABE, for academic year 2020 to 2025. Okay, and the origin of this concept of CHPE, this program has been created in response to the National Strategic Plan, okay, that elevates BCG economy. I will talk about the BCG economy like in the next slide. Okay, so they raised the level of the BCG economy to be national agenda. So it means like it's important, and it is to drive the economy of Thailand. So what is BCG economy? If you want to know, B stands for bio, C stands for circular, and G for green. Okay, so bioeconomy, we look at the production and conversion of some chemicals from renewable biological resources such as plants or some animal waste or some other kind of waste. And then we change it to the value-added product. And for circular economy, we try to extend the life cycle of some products, such as like we have a plastic. If you use the plastic, can we recycle it, or can we upcycle it to something else that has a value? And then green economy, which is like we try to come up with a process that is sustainable and reduce the risk to the environment. So that's the core of the BCG economy. Okay, so we try to design the curriculum that produce a worker in this field to respond to the national agenda, to a national demand in Thailand. Okay, but still, I want to make sure that we still chemical engineer. So we can still work in the chemical engineering field, like I mentioned earlier. So we are chemical engineer with a flavor of BCG. Okay, so the advantages of our program. So first, we design the curriculum so that the degree can be accredited by the Council of Engineers of Thailand. So our graduate can apply and obtain the license to practice regulated engineering profession in chemical engineering discipline. So this will be the only international Chula engineering program to allow the student to obtain one. Okay, and then the curriculum has also been designed to allow students some flexibility, so that the student can participate in a long internship, or we call it collaborative internship, or a one semester for an exchange program without having to alter their study plan. So they can still finish their study in 4 years. So our curriculum in general, so it's 4-year program. There's 144 credits. So The first section, general education, is common for all Chulalongkorn programs. So 30 credits for that, and then basic mathematics and science for 21 credits, and then engineering core courses, 87 credits. You can see like there's a basic engineering, which is like maybe drawing, computer programming, stuff like that, 26 credits. And then chemical engineering core course, which is our main subject. So we will talk about the distillation column, heat exchanger, pump and compressor to transfer stuff from point A to point B. Talk about reactor, a different kind of chemical reactions, stuff like that. And then we also have a field compulsory courses, which is the mandatory course for a special field that you get to choose in the second year. I will talk about it in the next slide. And then also the few elective courses for 15 credits. So for CHPE students, the student will start the second year by choosing their field of study. We have two choices for you. So one is bioprocess engineering. So deal with like a process that has like a use of biomaterials or deal with like stuff with bio-based. And then sustainable energy. So it deals with like renewable energy resources. So you choose one of these two, and then you get to take we'll talk about the curriculum for the first year, for the full year first. So for the first year, it'll basic like engineering and then some mathematics and science. So typical. But we also start to have some chemical engineering courses there. You see chemical engineering materials and chemical engineering principles for year one, and introduction to chemical engineering. And for year two, we dive deeper into chemical engineering core. So you have like thermodynamics, to have the fluid mechanics, stuff like that. And then and in the fourth semester of the second year, you have to take like the field compulsory course, the first one. So if you choose the bioprocess engineering field, or you choose the sustainable energy field, it will be a different courses. And by the way, the field of study that you choose will appear in your transcript when you graduate. So they know that you take the bioprocess engineering track or your sustainable energy track. And for year three, it's all chemical engineering. So we talk about computer programming for chemical engineers, heat and mass transfer, the reactor design, instrumentation in the plant, the unit operations lab, the process dynamic control, process simulation, safety. Safety is the key. So we always need to study safety, because in a chemical plant, anything can go wrong. So you need to try your best to prevent that from happening. And then you take one more compulsory courses. And then at the end of in the summer semester of the third year, you take an industrial training course for internship. So you can do just a 2-month internship, or you can do the 6-month internship into the fourth year. Because you can see that we design our course, our curriculum, so that the fourth year in the first semester, all electives. So there's no core course, so you can actually do the co-op internship that lasts 6 months, or you can go abroad and study there. And you transfer all the credits back, and it will count as one of the electives. And then it ends the year in 4 years, okay? And then next, let's talk about some elective course in CHPE. As I mentioned earlier, the bioprocess engineering and sustainable energy field. Each will have 3 compulsory courses that the student each field must take. And then there are 5 courses left that student can choose from any of the 3 categories. For bioprocess engineering, you need to take fundamentals of biochemical engineering, recovery of purification of bioproducts, and biochemical engineering process. And then there are some elective courses, as you can see on the right-hand side. And then for sustainable energy, you take introduction to sustainable energy, alternative fuels, and thermochemical energy conversion, and then chemical engineering solution towards circular economy. You can see that it has a theme of a BCG, bio, circular, and green. And we also have the central elective, that doesn't belong to either field that student can take, such as environmental chemical engineering, which is important, process optimization, instrumental analysis, and you can see that there's a cooperative study in case you want to take the cooperative internship, a 6-month long internship, and you can transfer the credit back to this cooperative study courses. Or independent study, this is for student exchange program. You go exchange abroad to participate in the exchange program abroad. Then you can transfer the courses there. In case there are no matching courses in our curriculum, we will make it into the independent study courses so that you don't lose any credits. Okay, so next would be the admission requirements. So our admission requirements, we use 3 components. So first is English proficiency for 20%, for mathematics is another 30%, and science for 50%. You can see that we put a lot of emphasis on science because we are chemical engineering. So physics and chemistry is necessary, okay? And then we use this to calculate the ranking, and then to do the interview. The interview, student must pass the interview, but it's not part of the score for the ranking. So after you get called for interview, student must pass the interview with at least 50% of the total interview score. But the interview, somebody might ask like what it's going to be about. So I think the committee look for the communication ability of you to like communicate in English, and then also to test the knowledge that you have in basic math and science. Okay, so it won't be that difficult. So don't be too scared. And our admission requirements for the score is similar to ISE that they mentioned earlier. So we have, for English, we have TOEFL, IELTS, and CUTAP. And then for math, there are a lot. So you have CUAAT, the A level, for AP Calculus, ACT Math, IB Mathematics, and then SAT Math or Math Subject Test, which is no longer available. And then for science, we have CUATS, our own test, and then A level in physics and chemistry. So you need 2, okay? And then AP Physics and also AP Chemistry. You need 2 also. But for ACT, you only need 1 because there's only 1 for ACT Science. And then IB, and then SAT Subject Test, okay? So all of this, like detail, you can find on our website. Or you can ask for a brochure, and we can send the brochure to you. And the requirement, you apply online. So we could have the system at our website that you can log in, and then you submit all the necessary documents and information, okay? And the application fee of 1,000 baht. And this the tuition fee, which is the same as ISE because we're in the same faculty of engineering. And then, we also have scholarships. Yes, so the scholarship will be based on academic performance. So there will be about 2 scholarships that receive 100% waiver of the program fees for the top 2 person in the class. And then the next 4 we get the 50% waiver, okay? But then this ranking will be reviewed every semester. So it will change every semester. And the application, we start to take application on December 9th until 24th. And then the interview will be on the 14th of January, 2022. And then that's it, okay? This is how that you can contact us. The email is chp@chula.ac.th. I will answer it myself. The website is chem@eng@chula.ac.th. We also have a YouTube channel, but a lot of interviews. And then we also have Facebook at CHEMNCU. I will answer that myself also. Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much ขอบคุณมากๆครับ Dr. Akawat Sirisuk from Department of Chemical Engineering. What a great program that you're offering to us. For this is one of the newest one, and I really like it when you say, like chemical engineering can make the world go round. That is actually true. Look at it everywhere. And if you, as a high schoolers, you are so in love with physics and chemistry, and you love science, then this could be the best program for you. Come check out the program and then please contact Dr. Achwat right away. He will be so happy to answer any question that you may have. ขอบคุณมากๆครับ สวัสดีครับอาจารย์
สวัสดีครับ
สวัสดีครับ Very well. Wow. Now, here comes to the last program. This is last but not least. So, if you want to become a doctor, okay, this is the right place for you because we have our brand new program from Chulalongkorn University International Medical Programs. We call it for short is CU Medi. And what is it all about? How is the program like? Let's have a look at this video presentation. Excellent video introduction. Now, I can't wait to hear some more details about this program. And here with us today, we have Professor Dr. Nichasi Chanarong Suwanwela. She's going to talk about this great program. สวัสดีครับอาจารย์
สวัสดีค่ะ
Great to see you again.
Good to see you too. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome. Take it away, please.
Yeah, it's my great pleasure to introduce to you the CU Medi program, which is a medical program offered by Faculty of Medicine, Chulalongkorn University. And CU Medi is let me just change my slide, is the first and only international graduate entry medical program in Thailand. And unlike other programs in Thailand, which are 6-year programs that accept students after the high schools, this one is we accept students who already finished their bachelor's degree and only requires 4 years of study time. We also accept students from any kind of educational backgrounds, science or non-science. So today I'll briefly introduce to you about CU Medi, starting from why. Why would you come to study with us? And then what can we offer and who are our potential students? So starting with why. The main goal of our program is to produce professional doctors who can work both locally and globally. Students will be well equipped with 21st century skills, and we will also try our best to bring out individual talents and leadership qualities of the students. So if this is your goal, CU Medi is the right choice for you. With the advantage of multidisciplinary backgrounds of our students and class diversity, we can create doctors with high level of medical and non-medical talents. And our students can choose their career according to their preferences, they can choose to be a scientist physician or physician engineer or anything academic physician or healthcare leaders. So these are the three outcomes that are essential for our CU Medic graduates: having the hands that heal, the head that is smart, and the heart that cares. And actually, we need our students to have the doctor's task, and they should be able to do appropriate approach to task, and also having professionalism. So next is about what are we offering to our students. So our curriculum, although we are new, we just started our first batch of students this year, but we are accredited by many institutions, including the Chulalongkorn University institution and also the Medical Council of Thailand. And also we got the WFMB Global Standard. Although we are a new program, but actually we are not that new because we are part of the Chulalongkorn University, which is now more than 100 years old and is the first university of Thailand. And also the Faculty of Medicine is now more than 70 years old. And in our regular program, the Thai program, we accept students for more than 300 students a year. And now we're having more than 1,800 undergrad medical students and many residents and PhD candidates. And at the beginning of this semester, we had to teach online, as you can see in this slide. But starting from 2-3 weeks ago, we started our first on-campus learning and teaching. So this is the first day of our CU Medi student at the GI endoscopy room. So on the first day, students went to the endoscopy room and they can look at the intestine of real patients. And then we would go back to the pathophysiology of the disease and learn more about it. We also had our white coat ceremony earlier 2 weeks ago. And this is our curriculum map. It can be confusing, but actually the program is divided into 3 phases. The first phase is called pre-clerkship, where we prepare our students before they see the real patient in the real setting. And the second phase is called clerkship phase, where students will be working with the real patient in the real clinical setting. And the last phase is called externship phase, where students can work as a part of the clinical care team. For the first part, which is the pre-clerkship phase, it actually takes place at our main campus, which is located in the center of Bangkok at the same area at the King Chulalongkorn Memorial Hospital. And the King Chulalongkorn Memorial Hospital is the world-class tertiary care hospital located at the heart of Bangkok. And you can actually see the SkyTrain over here in front of the hospital. And also we have subway in front of the hospital. And this is a Lumpini Park, which is the largest park in Bangkok, just right across the street of the hospital and the campus. And this is some of the facilities, the library of the Faculty of Medicine. And this is our smart classroom. And also some recreational places and also residential place at the campus. So for the pre-clerkship phase, the learning experience that we are going to provide to our students is going to be like integration of basic and clinical knowledge with early clinical exposure. So our students will have a chance to see patients starting from the first month. This year we had to do it online, but now students are coming to the campus. So we also have learning experience in the simulated setting, and this is our CHAMPS Center, where we have mannequins and many equipments for students who study. Also, we also have a humanistic medicine course where we emphasize on holistic care, empathy, and also professionalism. Starting from the first month, we have this special project in biomedical research class, and this course will allow students to find their own interest, whether it will be innovation or any kind of research. So going to the phase 2 or clerkship phase, this is, as I mentioned, it's going to be like real clinical setting. It's going to take place at what we call Queen Sawang Watana Memorial Hospital, which is another place. It's around 1.5 hours from Bangkok at Sriracha area. And this hospital has a very good facility, and you can see a big building over here just open, and they have comprehensive medical care and a lot of patients visits over there. And it's very close to the seashore, as you can see the sea over here. And over there, we'll do clinical rotations. So students will be seeing patients in the real clinical setting, and they'll have a chance to go to surgery, orthopedics, pediatrics, OBGYN, and others. So they'll be part of the team and see patients through the rotations. And these are some facilities over at the Queen Savang Watana Memorial Hospital. And this is the medical education center over there. And also this is the accommodation facility. Some sports, recreational spaces. All right. And the third phase is called the externship phase, where students will really be part of the patient care. Again, this will mainly take place at Queen Savang Watana Memorial Hospital. And we will also provide an 8-week clinical rotation abroad at our international affiliated hospitals in the US and in the UK. Students will have another 16 weeks as the clinical enrichment period, but they can perform clinical rotations or research, whatever they want to do, over here in Thailand or abroad with our affiliated hospitals. So these are some of our advisory boards of the program. So lastly, who are we looking for? What kind of students we are looking for? So actually, as I mentioned, we are looking for students who finish their bachelor's degree already of any field, and there's no age limitation. However, students are required to be highly proficient in English, and equally important, they should demonstrate their passion as well as strong commitment to medicine. They should also have character of adult learner and growth mindset. And we're accepting 40 students each year. And this is our admission requirement for the academic year 2022. So as I said, bachelor's degree of any field, and we would require English test. And also I'd like to emphasize on this, the MCAT test, which is the medical college admission test provided by the American College of Medical College, sorry. And also we would require students to present their CV, statement of purpose, and recommendation letters. So this is what MCAT stands for. And this is our admission timeline for the year 2022. We will accept online application between January 31st to 23rd of February. And then the interview process will start in April. So you can look at our the detail of the admission timeline on our website. So that's all for me. And next, I would love to introduce Mr. Thana Choiklintet, our current medical student, our CU Medi student, to share some thoughts and insights and suggestions about the program from the student's perspective. Yeah, Thana, please.
Okay, good evening, everyone, and thank you, Ajahn, just for handing over to me to share my experience, right? Well, but my first thought, wow, looking at the timeline, it has been a long time since I started this program, and I can say that I've learned a lot. So let me start by, the main questions about what draws my attention to this program, right? So I guess I see it, along with many of my friends who I talk to, they see it as an opportunity for a career in medicine for those already graduated or even those working and looking for something else in their life, right? So maybe a short story on how I transitioned from a job to what I believe to be a more, I guess, a rewarding career in my opinion. As I feel that as a human being, right, we all crave some sort of resonance, like a task that makes sense to you, like that connects to you at a spiritual level. If that may sound exaggerated, but it was true. So I see medicine as a marriage between the technicality and objectivity of science and the philanthropic ideals of the human heart. Yeah, that is like why I was drawn to this program. So in terms of the preparation, so because we comes from a lot of backgrounds, it's a postgraduate program, right? Because you have to graduate before you can apply to this program. The MCAT was a rather big struggle because of the fact that you have to really take the time out to study for it. It's not as if you are being assigned your after school period to study for the exam. A lot of our classmates and me included, we were doing something else, and we really have to assign the time to really study. And I think it's a really true reflection of how much we wanted this opportunity. And it's also very important because MCAT is actually a pretty difficult exam, but don't let that discourage you. I think by the fact that it's being a difficult exam, it is always very crucial to always have a fire that will propel you, because it's not easy and you want to do well because you wouldn't want any door of opportunity closed on you, right? So in terms of other requirements, such as, the letter of recommendation, the CV, and the personal statement, I think if you look at, for me personally, I look at recommendation from Reddit, right? The Reddit, the forum that a lot of people use. They were recommending that you just be very true to yourself and stay true to your goal. And I think the committee, the application committee, will be able to recognize it and judge you accordingly. So I guess it comes to the next question of how I feel after becoming part of this program. So I think this program have an emphasis on independent learning. And it's definitely a style of learning that I really appreciated. So I think the term independent learning signifies the requirement of the skill to sift through the large amount of information of medical knowledge and extract what is relevant on your own. And I think this skill is very important because when the world is progressing, at such a fast rate, we have new knowledges every day. It is very important that you are able to learn things on your own and to stay relevant in this field or in any field that you are interested in, or especially in, I come from an engineering job. So that is a very fast-paced field as well. And independent learning is also very heavily emphasized in that field as well, because you have a lot of innovations, a lot of new knowledge coming out every day. And one thing that I really appreciated in this program is that I feel that the lecturers, the professors, they are there to really support you, and they are invested in our success. Yeah, I think that's it for me.
Well, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Professor Dr. Nichasi Chanarong Suwanvela, and also medical students Kuntana Chergrin Ted. So not only do we learn all about this MEDI program, but also we learn about this, real life experience. Like you just actually get into this program and you talk about how it's like the program is like and how do you feel about it. It is just an outstanding presentation. And like Kuntana, take Kuntana as the example. He's graduated from engineering school, and then he just switched his career path into want to become the medical doctor or something. So it's just very encouraging, and I will highly encourage every one of you who stay true to yourself. You know your goal, you have the passion to save life and change the world. Please come and check out this program for Chula Medi program. Thank you again. Thank you very much. ขอบคุณครับ Wow, and that was our last presentation. So, congratulations. Throughout the day, we have learned so much and a variety of programs offered by Chulalongkorn universities from, social science, physical science, and then some science, and also arts and humanities. I'm very sure that you will find one of them, or at least one of them, will be your great program for you to apply for this international program for the undergrad study. So, thank you so much, you all, for being here. So on behalf of our Chulalongkorn University, I would like to thank you all for being here, and also especially our program director, professors, and also our current students and also alumni. I also would like to thank everyone to put all together this great open house, especially the Office of International Affairs and Global Network, and in collaboration with the Office of Academic Resources for this amazing open house. So thank you so much. All right. You know that Chulalongkorn University has really gathered a variety of menu for you to choose from. And we would be delighted to, if you would consider us for your undergrad program. Thank you again, and I'm looking forward to hear from you soon, especially to see your application. The first early bird admission is just right around the corner. So starting in December, put together your documents, get ready all the tests, and also, please, we can't wait to see you all. Welcome to Chulalongkorn University family. Until then, see you next time. ขอบคุณครับ สวัสดีครับ Thank you.